97.3 City FM. I'm Gabi Ofe. It's the Sunday edition of the Republic of Football on your favorite dial, 97.3. We are live on our City Sports handle, City Sports GH on YouTube, and on X as well. Well, there's a big game on our hands later today at 3:30 p.m. It's Arsenal taking on Manchester City, Premier League title rivals. Arsenal and City facing off early on in the season in a match that could well set the tone for the coming month. I'll get into that game a bit later. You can join the conversation by texting into this number 0549 986 996. 0549 986 996. At the tail end of the show, we'll activate the phone lines and then you can call us on 0539 986 996. Or you can also call us on 0549 986 996. Well, for the Premier League, it's match week 5. Some teams are already talking big. Some supporters are excited. Some say, yeah, it's just 5 match days, so yeah, let's take our time. Just like I said, we'll get into the Arsenal-Manchester City clash at the Emirates a bit later. But we have some 2 games that have already kicked off. It's half-time at the Vitality Stadium and then the Stadium of Lights. Bournemouth taking on Newcastle, goalless in that game, and then Sunderland are currently taking on Aston Villa. It's also goalless in that game. I'll run you through the starting 11 for the teams who are in action a bit later. But let me introduce my guys for today's conversation. I've got Bernard Abeku-Ochre. Super excited. Your microphone is off. Relax. I know you won yesterday. Just relax for me.
I'm supposed to respond with some hoof, hoof, hoof or something. Like, like something.
And also there's Maxwell. Charlie, ask for your surname. Maxwell what?
Kojo Nyagamago.
Nice one. So you have why? Do you understand why I didn't pronounce it?
Oh, Charlie.
As I never said it, you have to understand.
If I make you say I'm again.
Charlie, say that again. Retweet.
Maxwell Kojo Nyagamago.
Charlie, the name Heavy. Do you know Heavy? Charlie, hard guy. Well, yeah. So my 2 guys for today's conversation. Let me run our listeners through the starting 11 for that game at the Vitality Stadium and the Stadium of Light. And Bournemouth taking on Newcastle. Second half will start in a bit. Bournemouth, they, of course, Ghana's Anton Semenyo is in the starting 11. He's had some good start to life with his club side, Bournemouth. So Bournemouth starts with a 4-2-3-1 formation. Petrovic is in post. There is a back 4 of Chufei, Sanesi, Diakite, and Jimenez as the back 4. Midfield 2 of Adam Scott. And some attackers, they've got Semenyo, who is playing on the right side, Tavernier playing as a 10, and then Brooks, then Van Nielsen leading the attack for AFC Bournemouth. Their head coach is Andoni Iraola. For Newcastle United, they line up in a 3-5-2 formation. Head coach is Eddie Howe. Nick Pope is in post for Newcastle. A back 3 of Thiaw, Botman, and Dan Ben. Then a midfield 5 of Hall, Willock, Miley, Sandro Tonali, and Tino Livramento. And a front 2 of Jacob Murphy and Voltemade. Bernard, that's how you pronounce it, right? Voltemade. Charlie, the guy is tall.
Hey. Watch him on the field. Watch him.
The guy is too tall, bro.
Watch him. He's a huge guy. And there was a link-up play.
Yeah.
No, he did with Tonali before the first half. came to an end. And I feel it was brilliant. The Premier League needs you to be a little stronger on your feet as well.
Yeah.
You need to have your center of acceleration, your center of gravity firm on the ground to be able to win balls in the air.
Is it
and
taller
also
than
control.
Crouch? No, I don't think so.
No.
He's not taller than Crouch.
I think Crouch was nearing 7 or something like
He's
that.
doing 6'7".
6'7".
Yeah.
And Voltemade is...
No, Voltemade is doing
Voltemade
6'7".
is 6'7". Crouch was like 6'9" or something
Okay,
like
we'll
that.
check that.
Yeah.
Okay, let me for at the Stadium of Light. It's also goalless there. Sunderland taking on Aston Villa. For Sunderland, let me run you through the starting 11 for Sunderland. They've got Reeves in post. Their back four of Hume, Mukiele, Alderete, and Ronaldo.
Okay, so Peter Crouch was 6'7".
Oh wow!
And you
I
say
see.
Voltemade is 6'7" too?
Yeah.
Oh, then in the same range.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Let me continue with the starting 11. Sadiki and Granit Xhaka as a midfield pivot. They've got.
Okay, so sorry, I keep checking in.
Yeah.
Voltemade is 6'6".
6'6". Oh,
Yeah.
okay. 6'6". Okay. So Rig and then Taubi, and then for the attack of Sunderland, they've got Wilson Isidore leading the attack for Sunderland. For Aston Villa, they are yet to score a goal after 5 games. Unai Emery. Hey. Emi Martinez is in post for Aston Villa. Back four of Matikash, Ezri Konza, Tyrone Mings, and Lucas Digne. A midfield two of Kamara, McGain. For the attackers, they've got Buendia, Rogers, and Guessand. And then only Watkins leading the attack for Aston Villa. What's Villa's position on the table? It's not been the best of outings for Aston Villa in the last 5 games. So Villa occupy 18th. They've lost 2, drawn 4, yet to pick up a win. They've not scored a goal. They've conceded 4. That's Aston Villa's record for you. not the best of stats. Guys, let's start off with the Newcastle Bournemouth game. Let me start off with you, Bernard. For Newcastle, I think they will want to respond after that defeat to Barca in the Champions League. They've also blown hot and cold this season in the Premier League under Eddie Howe. I still think they are still recovering from Isak leaving the club to Liverpool. They brought in Voltemade. He scored 1 goal against Wolves, I believe.
That was a header.
Yeah, that was a header. I think I paid attention to the analysis after he scored, and the Newcastle fans was like, I mean, who needs Isak after he scored? I don't know what your expectations are for him. I looked at him I watched him at Frankfurt. He looks like a player he hasn't got enough a lot of pace, but can make himself very big and allow some other players to run through the channels, lay off the balls to the players who are running into those spaces. Just what are your expectations for him?
Like I said earlier, good afternoon to our people watching on TV, on Channel 1 TV, and on radio as well, 97.3 City FM. Look, and of course on YouTube and on X.
Yeah.
It's difficult to tell the kind of striker he wants to be. I don't think he can be a direct Isak. If you are looking at him to be in that caliber of striker, maybe you might want him to be a little more like Peter Crouch we spoke about earlier on. A bit of flair in his play, more link-up play, together with players around him, plus being very pacey and running into space, because you recall Isak had that bit too as well. He knows how to run into space. For Voltemade, he has that instinct. He's able to create space for other players by drawing players to himself, and that's that bit of link-up play. My only problem with him is his center of gravity. How he has his firm grip on the ground to help in play. It's going to settle with him. I think scoring a goal is also important, because as a striker, I brought him to do that, to get in the goals. Like
your primary job here is to score.
It's to score. So if you are doing all the attributes I mentioned earlier, and you are unable to be scoring, you need to be aggressive, if not overly ambitious a little, in front of goal, you be shooting around areas where people don't think you can shoot, and that's what made the Zlatans and the Drogbas and these guys, at a point, the Berbatovs, be rated among the somewhat elite number 9s, even though Berbatov would want to play a little, But I mean, just this ball that's Tonali with the ball, and I think that 1-2 flick, and in positions like this, you see, like I indicated earlier on, you should be able to have a firm grip on the ground and take your chance.
You see, as for votes, welcome to the Premier League, because I mean, the Premier League will not give you that time and space and acres of space.
It makes a lot. It makes a lot of players.
Yeah,
the league makes a lot of players. So I mean, you have to be instinctive. Okay, this is where I am. When the ball gets to me, what are the chances? Am I shooting a goal? Am I passing into somebody to hit it, or am I laying a pass to somebody to try and curl it around, or do a banana in a sense? You need to be anticipating all of those ideas in your mind at a point. You cannot be getting the ball around the penalty spot and pretending like you want to break the ball and use your body
space.
Space in front of you. The best thing is, look at this. There's just one player on you, and look at your height.
Oh, but to be honest, I think there was
no.
So
this is the Premier League.
That was what, all right?
No,
Diakite.
Diakite, he grabs his shirt.
There's a grab.
But no, forget the grabbing. He's a tall guy. This is a 6'6" guy we are talking about. You need to have your. It's about touches. Yesterday, if you watch Kudus, a long pass comes from somewhere, and he calms the ball down so beautifully. You need to have a little bit of those attributes as a striker in key areas. And the box, you need to behave like a wolf, if not, maybe a lion or something in that space.
A fox in the box.
You can't afford to
maybe
be
a
too
fox
slow.
in the box.
Yeah.
But of course, this is Newcastle United. So maybe, you need to get yourself in that gear to be able to shoot in from different angles. And that's what will make you stand out in this. That's what's going to make the people not miss Isak. You look at if you check numbers, you take the argument a little of Voltemade and look at the numbers. Newcastle is not even doing a pass accuracy over 80. They are in the 77% ranges. It tells that they are not doing a little over 200 passes, complete accurate passes.
Yeah.
And it's worrying because this is a team that's played together for a minute. The only person who is not seen much more in this team is the new striker that you have. And he says to score, so it's virtually like he's not really...
So is that supposed to mean that because of the profile of player he is, now they'll have to do a lot of the flying balls,
tweak it a
more
little.
crosses.
Yeah, tweak it a little.
Just like we saw against when he scored against Wolves.
Yeah.
You can't do a lot of the down passes. It has to be take advantage of the height he's got.
Interestingly, he's played as one of the number 10s together with Murphy because he loves to play the ball, form part of the playing body in this setup. And it is Van Nelson who is, to lead it's himself together with Murphy who are to play, up front. And it's much more like he needed to be a number 9. Now he's playing in that double number 10 perceived, role up front. And it will always, because of his style of play, he needs to do a lot of link up. It's why they are not using him as an arrowhead to be fighting for balls. Then again, I surmise the coach knows his strength as well, that he cannot be going into the box and battling other guys for dominance. It's why he's playing that kind of game to try and suit him. So they'll have to tweak it a little. He's not been bad in numbers, but I feel the Premier League cannot just wait for you.
Okay. So that's the word on Nick Voltemade. Shout out to our YouTube viewers. Raymond Dakota says, watching live from Tema Community 4. Elsie Josiah says, we live. City to win today. City and Kotoko, boom, boom. Manchester City 3, Arsenal 1.
You get it, right?
Yeah, I know, pa. I know what. Kelvin De Gea says, if Arsenal does not win this match, I will never respect them. For the sake of the EPL,
you should be careful. The same thing Chelsea folks said
FO Semenyo has to score. Okay, let me talk to Max about Antoine Semenyo. He's had a very good start this season. He scored 60% of Bournemouth's goal this season. 2 goals and 3 assists. in the last four games he's played. Just how excited are you to see him continue from where he left off last season? Because he started at the tail end of last season, he was racking up some decent numbers, and he's continued again for Andoni Iraola.
So, as a Ghanaian, I would be a bit disappointed to say I wouldn't expect him to do very well. But when you bring him, you see, I can't make this submission without saying there is a huge contrast between what he does in the Black Stars and Bournemouth. But let me focus on Bournemouth now. Just when he returned, he got a goal and an assist against Brighton, which was very good.
Yeah.
He is a very quality player. And take nothing away from him. He can run into spaces. He has the speed. He has the pace. He can also catch you on the break, and he's very good when the team is on counter-attack. When you talk about Semenyo, if you want to understand how good he is, you should understand the teams which are after him. You understand that Man United is after him.
Yeah.
Liverpool is after him.
At the point, I think Chelsea also was in the talking point.
As well. So it's going to be a very big season. For many people, they're expecting this season to be his final one in Bournemouth. He should be able to improve on his goal ratio and also his assist, which is already doing that. He got 1 or 2 against the league champions, right?
Yeah.
In the opening fixture. So Semenyo is going to be very key to this Bournemouth setup. But when you look at him play, you need to understand that when he has the ball at his feet, he's going to be very dangerous. But when he's also not having the ball, he's also doing his defensive work, which is very very good for him.
Yeah.
Earlier, when you were making the submission on Voltemade, you could notice that he got a chance in the box, and which is akin to the Premier League. You don't get too much space.
Yeah.
The moment you get a fraction of space and you don't take it, you're already losing the ball, which you've given away a scoring opportunity. So let's see. This match, he hasn't seemed to impose himself as much as you will, but it's expected of Newcastle. Newcastle is a very, very physical side, and they would even admit it that it wasn't easy in midweek. It should take some toll on them, which and after their match against Barcelona, they even understood that football is a different game when you're playing against a very technical side.
Yep.
So this match is looking a bit boring if you want to take it, but then there should be some interesting aspects of it, and Semenyo should be the one to be dangerous for Bournemouth when it comes to getting the goals or creating something exciting in this match.
Bernard, where do you stand on this season as that season for him? He performs and then he leaves. The big teams will come chasing again. The big teams will come knocking. United, Liverpool, Chelsea, City, depending on where they finished.
But
first off, if you were part of Semenyo's entourage, would you advise him to leave after this season? And also, dependent on what he does for Bournemouth.
From a Ghanaian perspective, this looks like a very difficult question.
So yes or no? Say Semenyo stay, leave.
I can't just say no without backing. I cannot say yes without backing.
Okay.
So.
You think it's early days? It's early days, yeah. Five.
But when the same guys that signed and said, no, look, let him play one more season for Bournemouth. When
because he signed a contract extension.
Yeah. When the teams came last season, we said that. I've not forgotten. And I was one of those who were in support of him staying for one more season or 2 or something like that. But if he's doing this again in the same season, I feel
it's inevitable, right?
Look, when Kudus was moving to Tottenham, people felt he was not, well, everyone
was in
knew
the right time.
Yeah, everyone knew he can do it, but threading cautiously, to want to tread cautiously, you would want him to take another season or maybe move to a club of the West Ham level before he gets there. Now, I feel he should move, and it should be the Premier League, and because I can see him play in a Chelsea team and excel.
Yeah, Chelsea start.
But I know, but
who is better than him?
Like I'm saying,
that's a good question though.
Huh?
I think he walks into the right, the left side. He walks into the left side. He disposes
Gittins?
He takes
Of
off.
course.
He takes off.
From Gittins to
He takes off
Garnacho.
Garnacho.
That's what I'm saying. That.
Guy,
That's what I'm saying. I see him.
People have a problem with Gittins.
oh, it's not like you have a
Gittins
problem.
on your player. What's that?
I see. So I'm saying.
Are you impressed with what you've seen with Gittins?
No,
Are you impressed?
Look, you need to. You need to.
I like Gittins. My problem, I just feel like Gittins kind of reminds me of early Vinicius. You see what Vinicius was like in his
but
first.
Eli Vinicius,
You see, Vinicius
he
could
was
do-
still explosive
Vinicius could
and
do
still
all-
efficient.
But I think, no, he wasn't. He was barely efficient.
You see, Gittins is explosive, but he's not efficient.
Vinicius
he gets
started
into the
become-
final third,
Vinicius started becoming
and he's
efficient
hitting the
after-
ball
after
like.
Carlo.
He seems to have lost
Yeah,
all his ability
look,
to
maybe a
play.
lot of people did not watch him at Dortmund, and that's why I did not don't call me that move. I was not a big fan of Gittins coming to Chelsea. If you ask me,
I just feel like there are some attackers who kind of have that feel. They do almost everything right, gets into the final position. Those kind of Vinicius used to be like that. Then
Well?
he had a couple of seasons under
So
super
yes-
top manager.
okay, so
I
you're
just
saying
feel like
it's early days.
yeah, it's early days. I just feel
You should
like
allow him to do like 20 games or-
Yeah, no, 20 games too much. I think a 10 game sound.
Oh
sample
no!
size
Oh
is
no!
enough.
And 20 games is fine. The whole season will be better for him. Look! No! Just give him that time to grow.
Yeah.
This Chelsea squad or team looked ugly the last campaign. There were a lot of Chelsea folks who were
Okay.
super annoyed.
Does
with this
Chelsea
setup.
have the patience for him?
That's the problem. But this is a project. They should not forget. The team is still in a.
They are world
project
champions,
stage.
so they've already projected themselves beyond what they are.
Let's not digress more.
The concept
Let's not
of
digress
Chelsea
more.
a
Great.
project.
So we're talking about Semenyo walking into that Chelsea team, that left side. So he walks into that Chelsea team, takes the number one spot for you.
Yeah. I mean, for me, and it will be good in terms of upgrade and development for a player like him, because in the Chelsea play or system, it also allows him that room to be running with the ball and being very, doing his little bit of trickery and either crossing or cutting in and shooting. And
But Semenyo is direct, so
that's what I'm saying. That
he doesn't
look
complicate things when he gets to the
That's what I'm
final.
saying.
He's
He-
very
he's
direct.
straightforward.
and he's doing it in the Premier League. Okay, he's doing it in the
Look
Premier
at
League.
the 2 goals he scored against Liverpool.
And there's a beast attitude in him that if you doubt him and want to pick him out for mockery, he's able to surprise you like he did in that Liverpool game, and that was shocking. And he did it not once. He really made a statement to shut or shush the fans up.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that a team like Chelsea, there's that demand, and he's the player in that fold, and it will help him, grow. I feel he should move away from Bournemouth. People are talking a lot about Kudus, and he stamped his authority as Spurs because of that same attitude Semenyo has. That's I prove you wrong bit of attitude, and Kudus that's same. And I feel for player development and market values sake, the opportunity comes, he should stay in the Premier League and he should move to a bigger club.
Okay. Let me just run our listeners through the Semenyo stats, right? I put some stats out initially. I took 1 goal out of the 3 goals he scored. So Semenyo actually has 3 goals. I said 2 goals initially. He has 3 goals. Semenyo, I beg you. So 3 goals to your name, 2 assists. He started off 4 games, so he started his 5th game for Bournemouth. And Andoni looks to have carved his way into Andoni's setup.
It is only
every
only
time.
Otoado who does not know to use
this issue.
I thought
Look
we
at how
allow-
Kudus is functioning
we
on the
allowed
right.
Otto to
Semenyo
rest.
functions on the left and the right. You get one of these guys on the left, one on the right. Put Iñaki up front. Let them feed him with balls. Those are goals. You can shift better still. You can bring Kudus into the number 10 spot.
For me, I'll put
Okay,
Jordan there.
and-
I'll put Jordan there for them. Jordan will finish balls up for them. I think
If you put in Jordan at number 9,
yeah.
he's scoring from
He's
these guys
he's
because
scoring
it's
from these
limited runs for him.
Yes, and these guys are also creative. You
Yeah.
you can take nothing away from them.
Okay, let's see.
He needs to
Otto
be
will
listening to radio.
Otto will be good.
You should be
Tactical
listening to the
Otto.
Ghanaian radio.
All right, so that's the word on Antoine Semenyo and Bournemouth. I still goalless at the Vitality Stadium. Bournemouth 0, Newcastle 0. At the Stadium of Lights, still goalless there. Look, the 2 games I think are looking very boring. I don't know, guys, whether you disagree. Or
I kind of expected it from the Villa Sunderland game, But with the Bournemouth Newcastle game, it's kind of surprising. I feel like they
I
have.
feel it's going to be end to end.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be more end to end stuff. So I was quite surprised with how dragging the game is going. But the Sunderland game, I'm not surprised. Villa's fair set of goals came in their EFL game early on in the week. They hadn't scored in the season up to that point, and I don't know what's really wrong with them. I don't know whether the shock of not qualifying for Europe is still heavy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but like they seem to.
They're all over the place.
Yeah, they're all over the
They
place.
look very
They're not
disjointed.
finding their feet quick on in the season, and it's quite surprising for Unai Emery. So I think the whole them not qualifying for the Champions League thing kind of like affected their plans for the summer. So it kind of like destabilized them a bit. But I think they did some decent business. I don't think it's something that enthused
They did
them.
some crazy business. Hey, Adam, decent is an understatement.
No, I think
To bring in Zaka, they brought in
they brought in
the Burkina Bertrand Traore.
yeah, I think and they brought the Liverpool midfielder into what's his name?
And they just scored. Enough
Ooh,
of that.
okay,
I was just
okay.
waiting for this moment.
Okay, so
because
Villa-
for me, I feel they've been pressing.
Matty
Sorry, Adam.
Yeah.
They've been pressing Sunderland. It's 10 against 11 situation,
Yeah.
and they've been pressing them. They've just not been getting the little pocket of spaces to be getting close to their penalty area and doing that. Crepes kind of scoring that they want. Now it's outside the box, a little crowded in the penalty area, and then he hits a ball. The goalkeeper miscues, because
Matty Cash, right?
the sun is right into
His
Cash's face, and he's unable
Yeah,
to
the
find
sun
it.
is at that side of the field.
Yeah,
and,
so-
and that's it.
Aston Villa have taken the lead against Sunderland. Finally, they have their goal in the PL.
And you watch it. Around
Ooh,
that's
so close to
alright,
the
bro.
and it was coming close to the goalkeeper, but it was
Yeah.
like, hey, let me just punch you into the net. Like,
They
can't
didn't
catch it.
hit anybody.
Oh,
No, there was
he
too.
straight into it.
He got the hand to it, but there's too much power.
Yeah.
I think the sun must
Yeah.
I think
mess everything up.
if you are getting this trick, it works for you. I mean, football is about how smart you can be when the opportunity presents itself.
Yeah.
So the sun is looking into the goalkeeper's face.
hit it
Utilize
hard
it.
there,
Hit
yeah.
it. Be hitting it.
Yeah,
towards
so,
him. He's going to
so
make,
that's
make
a really
make
good
it
hit
smart.
from Matty Cash. The Sun giving Matty some uplift or a boost if you want to
Look,
put
if
it.
this is Henderson, he's wearing a cap. It's
Yeah,
smart.
he does that.
For
Yeah,
sure
that's
though.
true. That's true. He does that. So Villa have their first goal finally in the PL after 5 games.
That's you see that's
Unai Emery, what's wrong with you?
I think
What's going on?
I don't really know what's happening there, but it's good to see them get the goal in the PL finalies. I'm sure the goals will flow from now on. A lot of things happen in the summer. You see, their striker too was subject to different talks about his future.
You mean Oli Watkins
Yeah, so it was
to United?
it was a
and
crazy summer for them. So I think they still haven't settled. I would love to see them settle. So their side I really like in the league. I like their coach. I like the way he thinks about football.
Do you know Villa have Harvey Elliott?
Yeah, he was the one. Yeah, he's a Liverpool player.
You were talking about.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. They
I
signed
thought you
Javier
said
Elliott.
Sunderland, yeah, so I was
and I thought
confused.
that was a nice signing for them.
And he's wearing jersey number 9. Well, I mean, the numbers don't really mean a lot, though.
Oh, well, in some clubs it does, doesn't it? I mean,
Okay.
look, yeah, you cannot be wearing number 7 at Madrid. Is it Madrid? And wearing number 10 at Barca just for jokes.
Yeah.
If you put it on, you need to deliver.
Max, just quick word on Mr. Good Evening. That's Unai. What do you think has gone wrong for him? Because I don't think they lost much in terms of players leaving. I don't know if it's Unai himself who's moved away from something he used to do in the previous season, tactics-wise. I don't know what you've seen.
Honestly, I can't really put a finger on what exactly is going wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the players or it's Emery himself or it's just the lack of creativity in the team, because this being their first goal, which is game week 5, is very alarming, and it's even a long range shot, so you don't expect it to be that tactical goal where you play from the back and then you take it and then you get that direct goal into the post. But then it's really hard to pinpoint. Maybe the players are not focused enough. Maybe bringing in Harvey Elliott and the likes, they've not really gelled into the team yet. You can say that. And also, I think it's just the team is not stable at the moment. That's all I can say. And Emery himself is being linked to a job at the moment to replace Ruben Amorim. So I don't really know. I
No,
don't.
no, no.
I don't
That's
see-
for those talks. Look, I mean, these are people writing to get money, getting people to do a lot of click.
But
It's a clickbait.
you don't think Amorim is under
Look,
pressure?
Amorim has nowhere to go. Sorry to digress a little. Look,
Challenge football, anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
look, I believe anything can happen. But for the United situation, the Jim Ratcliffe is so much into Amorim. Look, the decision that went into bringing Amorim to United, they won't risk sacking him now and paying 12 million pounds in compensation. Look, they will want to give him time and get him the area which was it brought a lot of controversies around it. It wasn't the goalkeeping department, even though the Cameroonian was not good. It was not about him. It was about the central midfield, which is filled with
Manu Ugarte.
Ugarte, Casemiro, got a red card yesterday, all of that. After getting a goal, they needed Carlos, and Carlos didn't happen. They feel they can still go for the Carlos for him in January. You sack him now, it distorts the entire pattern. The players are saying
my problem is the idea that a coach needs a specific player to be able or like
To function.
To function. Like I feel coaching is about solving problems. Your squad presents
I agree.
your squad presents you.
And
a problem.
Amorim has failed to do that.
And
no. If you look at the numbers,
I'm not saying adapt to the players. That Ten Hag did
Well, he
that
said
and-
he's not
and
going
it was
he
quite
messed him up.
suicidal.
Yeah,
to
he messed him up.
You can get what you want out of the team per what you have.
100% agree.
And I feel like at the moment he's kind of not doing that to the best of the ability. I feel like his squad
Agree.
his squad can give him more than he's getting out of it now.
I agree.
So if a particular player has come in for everything with gel, that's problematic to me.
I agree. I agree. So you see, sometimes it's sitting in a system. Look, sometimes it sits in a system because every player has his attributions and what have you. For some players, they learn a little later or they are a bit slower in learning and all of that.
Wait, is that a penalty?
No, it's not.
Okay.
If you give Amorim the room to play, I feel Ugarte and Kobe Mainoo, I feel he's going to sit in. Okay, I feel it's going to work perfectly.
Ayo.
But and giving Bruno a more frontline role is going to work for him because creativity. When Bruno moved a little
Forward, we see what he does for
yesterday,
United.
we saw what happened, and it's clear. So my problem is that the coach is just stubborn. If he's played Kobe Mainoo in the 6 games, I mean all competitions inclusive, when Mainoo comes in the game, you see in the second half.
Okay. We'll come back and talk United
Let's
more.
look
Yeah,
at
we
the
should.
height difference when it
For
comes
Voltemade, yeah, Voltemade. He makes people look small.
Yeah,
Like
he's
they are-
6'6".
Yeah.
He's huge.
Dan Ben is also there.
Yeah.
Well, so it's
So then
so-
what I talk about for the United case, it falls in here. You need to tweak your style a bit and draw Murphy a little backwards. Already he's playing a midfield 5 in a 3-5-2 formation. The midfield 5 is just too much. I think I'm feeling that. Look, Murphy should be dropping a little, like a 4-4-4-1-1 sort of. So when Murphy drops inside,
So
it
he
feels
should
your
be
back 5,
behind
your
Nick?
middle 5. Yeah, behind Nick, and just doing a bit of a dink, for him to want to chest with, get a ball on his chest and then position himself for maybe the ball to go on the flank, come in for a
Yeah.
header or something. You need to be using his height.
Okay. Let me read some messages on the WhatsApp line. Then I'll come back to YouTube. Then I'll run you through the update. Yeah, so this is from Raymond Decoder inside Tema Community 4 says, good afternoon, Republic of Football. I foresee Newcastle and Bournemouth ending in a draw, and Manchester City beating Arsenal by 3-1. Okay. Charles from Medina says, Gabby, I'm a Chelsea fan. I must say yesterday was a game to forget for all Chelsea fans. Was a crazy game which was over just 5 minutes. Maresca needed to do the right subs. Pisses me off that Chelsea always seems to struggle when they face Manchester United. That Manchester United team so bad. Okay. We'll get into that shenanigans at the Old Trafford by Robert Sanchez. I don't know what he was doing yesterday. 97.3 The Republic of Football. Gabi Oferi live on City Sports JJ. Listening to us on radio is 97.3. can join the conversation by texting into the show 054996 996. 2 games already in action in the PL match week 5. Well, there's an update. Sunderland have equalized, right, Adam? Sunderland have equalized.
Yeah.
We missed that goal, but I'll try and get the scorer for you. So it came from Wilson Isidore, an assist from Granit Xhaka, one of the signings they brought in this season from Leverkusen.
They have a man down.
Yeah, Sunderland are a man down. Red card. It came in the 33rd minute.
That's surprising.
By it went to Mandava on sportsmanlike conduct, and they've equalized. And I think Sunderland are doing good.
Yeah, they out of all the newly promoted teams, I think they've impressed.
Yeah,
me the
they've
most.
lost just once, right?
Yeah.
They've lost just once. So if this game's end in a 1-1 draw, it would be their second draw. They've won twice
and drawn 2 games. That's very impressive for your first 5 games as a newly promoted team. Who their only loss came against what team?
The loss came against Burnley.
Wow, they are fellow newly
at the Turf Moor, yeah.
Fellow newly
So Burnley beat
team.
them by 2 goals
That's
to
nice.
0.
And they've beat some of the guys who've already been in the league. That's impressive. It's impressive.
So they have wins against West Ham, of course, Graham Potter, and then they beat Brentford. Keith Andrews is also suffering with his side. Then they went on to draw with Palace, and like I said, if they draw again, it will be their second draw against that's Aston Villa. But Adam, you were making a point about what they are doing this season. Do you think they can continue like this in the first half of the games of the PL?
I hope so. Last season, I don't think for most of the newly promoted teams that have come, I think they are really doing well. Last season, I don't think any of the guys who were promoted had these kind of performances at game week 5. They were losing all over the place. So it's quite impressive. Leeds picked up a win yesterday. Sunderland are not doing too bad themselves. Burnley too are not doing too bad themselves. I think they will force a situation where the guys who are already in the league are some of the guys who might be in trouble of getting sucked into the relegation battle with these early performances. I'm yet to see. I want to see after game week 10 how they
like
look
like West Ham United.
Yeah, like West Ham, like Wolves. There are 2 people I'm really suspecting can get sucked into that battle.
Yeah.
So I just want to see what the table looks like, especially after match week 10, because usually after 10 games, the picture for the season on the table kind of starts to form.
Yeah.
So I want to see that. But the early signs of them wanting to stay in the league are really, 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 really nice.
Real statements of intent so far.
Yeah, real statements of intent.
By Sunderland. Let's talk about Oli Watkins now. Max, let's talk about Watkins. One of the players who was subject of transfer on the radar of United. He's been quiet in the last 5 games they've played for Villa this season. Just what are your thoughts about him, though?
It's been a bit difficult, as I mentioned earlier. It could be because the team is a bit unsettled.
So 4 matches, 0 goals, shots per game 2.0, shots on target 0.5.
Yeah.
Touches per game he has 24.5, and his XG is 1.10.
So you expect him, Oli Watkins, especially when it comes to the amount of news he was in when it comes to the transfer window during when he was linked to Man United. You expect him to be on the front foot when the season started, but then you could see that he's also struggling to find his feet. This is his 5th game and he's still yet to get a goal in there. You can't really see him exert himself in play as you would have expected him to do earlier. It's as if he's lost in the game all of a sudden.
You think the United pursuits
No.
did something?
Debbie. I don't really see.
All brilliant goal scorers, season in, season out, I wouldn't say fizzle out, but they tend to slow down a little. There are games that ignite the moment that was recorded in the previous campaign. Like there are moments that brings those kind of experiences to bear. Yeah. So like I cite an example. People are complaining Sheshko is not scored for United.
Yeah,
I know
not
we'll
worried
come to
about him
United
at all.
because you know what, Thierry Henry, at a point, and I'll record the season because it's long ago. At the point when he started his Arsenal journey, playing mainstream football for that club, he had gone about 7-8 games without scoring. But I mean, things have evolved. And this time, if you are,
So with Watkins, you think what?
I think he's done it in the past. Look, and it takes a bit of
Watkins is what, 30 years, right?
Yeah.
So that is the stage where I even feel experience becomes super golden. He knows that when I stand around the D, I should kick the ball in this direction. When I'm not around the D, I need to lay
Look who
this
is
pass
coming on for
and
Aston
spread
Villa.
myself and do the scoring.
Okay.
Sancho?
Jadon Sancho making a change.
Sancho.
Yeah. So Villa are
Well, Adam, forgive me. I know you're into
bringing
music
on.
as well. He's just one
Jadon
of the.
Sancho.
He's just one of the rappers in football. I think we should concentrate on.
I can't allow you to say that.
No, that's the truth.
He's a footballer.
Oh, you never say it.
I completely agree.
I mean,
Adam.
come on.
He moves like he's one of them. Like
Look, watch him off the pitch. You know that this guy. He
I
missed
don't
the
I don't
career.
really like to talk about people's off the pitch things, but Sancho is usually all over the place. You see him at places sometimes you don't expect him to be at.
He's a fine rapper. I think. He's a fine rapper.
Bernard,
I think he's a fine rapper. I mean,
you can guess you know
well,
by
I'm,
Sancho.
I'm just
I think he
Picking
has a
to
lot
what
of
I see.
talents if he just puts his head down.
Will
He just has.
will he put his
I
head
see
down?
it as a weak mentality set of thing, where he's unable to take criticism, right, and then build upon that. You've seen Rashford go through the press all the time,
True.
and even though he will struggle,
True.
he will just come back and then make sure that he scores, he gives the assist, he plays well.
Yeah.
Don't-
But then Sancho seems to
you don't
bow
excel,
down to
you don't
pressure
excel
too
in this
much.
Chelsea team.
I think
He has an ego of
You don't
Ronaldo
excel?
and plays.
You don't excel in this
Joelinton.
Chelsea team. You are an English. You came in from Dortmund. You played at United. You go
can't
into
do
Chelsea. You cannot flourish. Wow.
So his best season actually came when he was at Dortmund.
Yeah.
The season before he moved to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So he's on for Villa. Maybe he could get the second goal for Aston Villa. And speaking of that, he's on the ball now. Oh, Jared, how would you say this player looks like a rapper? And Bernard, I still don't understand.
Another goal.
Oh boy, did he miss it or he scored? He missed it. Harvey Elliott.
Wow, Harry.
Look, I feel a player of his pedigree. There've been a lot of noise around him in the past that he was a super talent by the British press. That he was a super talent. You know, the next big thing. You know, possibly in England, and is going to really help them with the ambition of going to win the World Cup. I think over the years he's not.
Charlie,
He's not
the
shown.
YouTube guys they mess up.
He was even given
Say Sancho
a-
be freedom fighter.
Was even given a 3-month mental health break now, so still
Yeah.
he didn't do anything.
That's the guy we are talking about.
Yeah.
You know, he's just not focused on football. He feels talent is enough. And I cite the Neymar experience. And Adam agrees with me because, look, I see Neymar and I get frustrated. Why should you be playing in Brazil now? Is he playing Brazil or
He's in Brazil. He's
Yeah.
But why? Why?
Yeah, I feel like if Neymar could,
What's his age again?
30, 31, 32.
Are you in Brazil?
Yeah, you think he should be playing where?
Why is Modric playing?
But different players.
I get it. I
Hazard
get it.
Hazard
I mean, I
is
mentioned
retired at the
No,
moment. so you can't-
Hazard had injury
Hazard-
problems.
Yeah, same for Neymar.
Hazard.
You can't take away his
Look.
injury problems as well.
If you compare Hazard and Neymar, if you want us to get into that argument,
No, we won't.
and by not getting into that,
We won't get
by
into
not
that
by not
argument.
getting into that argument, I feel Neymar, respect to Barcelona, comes nowhere near to Hazard.
What?
Neymar comes nowhere near to Hazard.
What?
Really?
The kind of ball Hazard played in England for Chelsea
Uh-huh.
is crazy.
Are you talking? Okay, so Hazard
is
at
the guy
Chelsea.
who, look, it will confuse you.
Hazard at
When
Chelsea.
when you sit down, Hazard at Chelsea,
Uh-huh.
Neymar,
But Hazard at Chelsea.
Neymar,
Do you know what?
Neymar,
at Barca at the time. Do you know what he was doing?
I don't know.
Barca was carrying the team when Messi was injured.
Who have this argument?
Some of these arguments, like I started a Nicolas
No,
Jackson
I'm saying-
argument initially.
that's what I'm saying that-
initially,
that's why I asked you.
about a year ago when I mentioned the Nicolas Jackson. I was doing Nicolas Jackson analysis.
See,
and people thought I was crazy
Bernard,
because what
Bernard,
they were
listen,
seeing from Nico.
I'm a big fan of Hazard. But
I am
Hazard
a big- I am
at Chelsea at the time and Neymar at Barca at the time.
You ask Adam. I'm a huge fan of Neymar.
I'm a huge fan of Hazard too. I'm a big I love Neymar, but I love Hazard too. But like I can understand you. I understand you in terms of I get where you're coming from with the kind of things that Hazard had at his disposal. and the things Neymar had at disposal, a lot of people feel like Neymar could have done, should have done more.
Okay.
Okay, so
Like,
I
you
understand
understand?
his
You were
frustration
playing
also
with
to a
the
You
point.
play with the best player in the world. Like,
See,
I understand
So
where
you
he's
think he
coming
should
from.
have done more?
The best player in the world.
The best player in the world. I understand
My
him.
goodness.
I only understand his frustration if
Yeah.
he wants to
Finish
say
up. So
that
we don't.
Neymar has his expectation, the talent he has.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to reach that,
That-
and also
yeah.
yes, show it on
Fully
the worst.
maximize the
He
potential.
couldn't, but we agree. But when it comes to Hazard, he was able to get to that to a maximum point when
Yeah.
it comes to Chelsea. But take nothing away.
not-
There is no point in both their careers
Where-
where Hazard was better than Neymar.
See,
Okay.
you said we should not get inside.
Yeah.
that,
So
I'll
let's
stop.
end it here. See, this argument, if we continue, we'll end up changing the topic of what we were discussing today.
They are both fantastic.
Oh yeah, they're
footballers.
both. I mean, if I'm a coach, I'd love to have the two of them
Yeah.
in a team.
Same way I want to see Ronaldo and Messi do
Yeah,
something
one before they
in the
retire.
US.
I
Just
agree,
they should
I
just do
agree.
one in the US
Okay.
first.
Beckham should do that.
All right. So what? Some 4 minutes to end the game at the Stadium of Light, same as the Vitality Stadium. At the Vitality Stadium is still goalless. Bournemouth, Newcastle. I don't know what they are playing. Charlie, some
game.
scrappy plays from
Yeah,
both teams.
Really, really disappointing.
It's
game.
look. I thought would have seen some explosive football from both
That's
ends.
what I expected from Ilanga, but I want to believe they are so exhausted.
Is
for
he playing?
midweek. Yeah, he came in the second. half.
Oh,
But-
okay.
But
But midweek, what happened? What will happen that will get them so
no,
exhausted?
midweek they had to run after the ball. So even
So you mean they are tired? Eh?
yes, they're
Barca
tired.
drove them, he squeezed them.
Charlie, they say,
The
they
juice
say
of-
they've never played against
No,
a team which wants the ball as much as
I
Barcelona.
watched Gordon's post-match.
Post-match
It was
interview, yeah.
funny. It was really funny. He said they play against that style in England to some degree with some of the teams they play against in England, but they don't think to that level anyways. They, like he said, some of the midfield play from some of the players was very top, like, and they were just chasing. Bruno too said something similar about the fact that they had to be chasing the ball and they didn't like that because when they got on the ball they were kind of exhausted and they really couldn't think through what they really wanted to do.
But let us not downplay Bournemouth. Look, that's Andoni's team. This is a team that Liverpool
No, but I think
had a tall
yeah,
order
and I
against.
think for Bournemouth they'll be.
And-
I think maybe they'll be happy with this result though because
really,
if you-
this at the home.
I feel
even though it's at home, I'm looking at the side they are coming up against Newcastle. I don't really think they want to win this game. They've been playing like this since minute one. Just sit back and trying to hit them on the break.
I feel-
So relying on
Yeah,
their wingers, Gordon, Ilanga, they've younged off Nick, right? Yeah. So I don't really think that they want to get any big point from here. That's what I'm saying. Bournemouth will look at the point and say, okay,
But
we'll take
I
it.
don't want
Nah,
to take it.
I think Bournemouth will be disappointed.
They'll be
Yeah,
disappointed.
you play in front of your fans. I don't know. I feel they can make a late push for the win.
And statistically, having all odds go for you. In the first half, they were doing some 66% above possession. Now in the second half, even though they've had a lot of shots, but just one on target. You look at the XG, it's 0.43 to Newcastle's 0.14. That's at 88 minutes of the game.
That's a dread fest.
And yeah, you know. So I feel it's Andoni. He's tried, possibly to obstruct that free flow, long balls, deeper runs from Newcastle United, and I feel it sat well in the game. One brilliant moment can fetch the three important points.
Yeah, one brilliant moment can
And-
fetch the
you know.
points.
Well, let's see. Let me get to YouTube. Some messages there. Kelvin De Gea says, someone mentioned Van Dijk as part of the top 10 elite defenders to play in the Premier League. This guy has to be a Liverpool fan or he's from Sishi. Okay. When Semenyo plays for Ghana, he gives the performance Ghana deserves. Only God knows how these players make it to these European countries, mostly by themselves. I disagree.
He's been there already. It's not like he
Yeah,
discovered him at Bekum
exactly.
Chelsea and he went there or something. Respect to Bekum Chelsea though.
Derek Kujo says Villa has a goal. Yep, we've updated that. Kelvin D here says the god of over 1.5 has deserted us this Sunday. Hey,
Vitality.
with the laughing emoji. Kelvin D here says as for Newcastle and Bournemouth, God is watching them. He says Emery to replace who? So I think he reacting to what he said about Ruben Amorim. He says, please don't say anything can happen. Like we will suffer on Amorim like that. When I said that anything can happen in football.
I find that funny. So what is he trying to say? Amorim is a better coach than Emery?
They'll stick with Amorim.
Maybe because of what's happening now, but I think Emery is a good coach.
Okay. Some more messages. Kelvin De Gea says, same man who that started against Grimsby. Are you here? He says, please, Sancho is a freedom fighter. Okay. Give Aston Villa to Otuado now. Was in club. Todo Isaac says, no, I can't say this on radio.
Bournemouth
what's
will.
the save from Nick Pope?
Okay. Kelvin De Gea says, Hazard is a poor man's name. Charlie. Was in club says,
Hazard is all.
poor man's name.
That's disrespect.
Yeah,
that is disrespect.
Wilson Club says phase 1 of Neymar Santos is bigger than any version of Hazard.
People were staying up in the nights to watch Neymar do what he does at Santos from this side, that side of Europe. Neymar was
Nominated
insane,
for Ballon d'Or
he was-
outside
he
of
was,
Europe.
He was nominated for Ballon d'Or outside of Europe, but sometimes I think we forget how good Neymar was.
Okay,
well,
guys, you
They
know,
say we should not get into that.
yeah, we'll have. I think maybe we should find time.
Yeah. And we bring the numbers.
This
and
can
all
be
of
a
that.
completely separate.
If you've been
I'll take the
nominated
whole
for-
show, yeah.
If
That's
you've
what
been
I'm saying.
nominated for, it's not as if Hazard never got nomination to say top 100 or top.
Not that he didn't get to. We are saying Neymar got that nomination when he was playing outside Europe as a teenager at Santos in Brazil.
It's crazy.
You see the way he
It's
mentioned.
crazy.
You see the way he mentioned.
Yeah,
like
Brazil, yeah.
Brazil. That's how the Portuguese.
Yeah, Brazil.
Brazil.
Yeah.
All right, the Republic of Football, 97.3. We're live on TV as well, Channel 1 TV. We're on YouTube, City Sports GH. On X, we're at City FM. On X, I'm Gabi Affair, in studio with Kelvin Edem Kai, Maxwell Kojo Nyagamago, right?
Yes, you did.
A killer.
Yeah.
And then there's
He's been rehearsing it for
since our days are classified. For the mention now for be steady. And then there's Bernardo Beko in studio with us. You can also join the conversation by texting us 054996 There's a big game later at 3:30. When the game ends, we'll try and recap what happened yesterday, and then we'll build up to Arsenal taking on City at the Emirates, match week 5, and then we'll run you through the result from the other leagues as well: Spain, France, Italy, and then let's not forget Kumasi Asante Kotoko. They are in action, Bernard. 3 p.m. right? Against Kwara
from Nigeria.
United. Yesterday, Bibiani goes out there.
We said it on Panorama.
Yeah,
I mean, it was going to happen.
level.
Yeah, 2-0.
Yes, after when I did the analysis on Panorama, somebody texted and said I'm hating on Bibiani. Why should I say that? I'm like,
even the
I
CEO,
said
the
I
CEO who is a good
my
friend of ours
submission was
knows.
based
He
on
knows.
facts.
He
So
knows.
and it happened.
He knows. That's an Algerian side, you know.
Anyway, we'll try, and so we'll be keeping you posted with how Kotoko. I think Kotoko will go past Kwara. I think the biggest test would be the next one against Wydad. That's when I think they will struggle. But all the best to Ghana's reps. For Bibiani Gold Stars, they have to go to Algiers to go and play the second leg. And maybe they can overturn that 2-0 deficit and progress. Yeah, but back to the PL. Some few minutes to end the 2 games at the Stadium of Light and also the Vitality Stadium.
I guess you, sorry, but I guess you update listeners, you know, in relation to the league. I want to put it in a way. The club that beats Chelsea 3-1, no, their league, you have to be updating.
Gabi doesn't seem like
In fact, your microphones are also.
have really been quiet this week. Have you
No, we love it.
Yeah,
Look,
it's been a
there's
quiet
been-
week for them. Like
No,
from midweek to
Adrian
the
Kwakofi.
weekend.
Adrian Kwakofi.
Edwin is working.
He,
Why are
he,
you calling him?
he went out and said that when I heard from him on Friday saying he went for something related to air pollution event, I knew the system was going to be sane.
Charlie, you mess up.
I just hope Chelsea fans still wants Barcelona's high line. Yeah, they were calling for high lines.
They don't want the
high line.
They
We
don't
got
want
the
the first
high
one.
line. We got in the
They
high
got the
line.
first one in midweek with Bayern. Bayern plays a really nice high line too.
Okay. Well, so what? 90 plus 5 are both venues. Bournemouth, Newcastle, goalless. Sunderland, 1, Aston Villa 1. Sunderland are down by 1-1. Red card shown to one of their players in the 33rd minute. So if it ends like this, I think it will be a good result for Sunderland. So they had to go down in the 33rd minute by Mandava taking a red card, and they've managed to hold on to the
and they're excited.
the draw.
The
Yeah,
fans are
they're excited. Yes, in fact, Villa took the lead and then they came back to equalize with 10 men.
And game has ended at the Vitality.
Yeah, so at the Vitality Stadium, it's all over. Goalless, Bournemouth 0, Newcastle United 0. Eddie Howe and some displays be we already understand. Adam, just quick thoughts on your man, Eddie Howe.
I don't know. This game disappointed me from both coaches. Actually, I expected more. Like I thought it would be an exciting game. I thought they would go at each other, but they all seemed. It was a very tactical game. Everybody was really watching his step. Nobody wanted to be the first person to commit. It was one of those really dragging games where no spark came from anybody. Nobody could provide any moment of magic. I think Bournemouth would be the more disappointed team amongst the two because they played in front of their fans.
Yeah.
Newcastle will probably take this because of the phase they are going through. You see some of the things that happened in the summer. I don't think the season started great for them because of how their striker situation was when the season started. So they're still trying to ease Nick into the team, and it's happening slowly. He's gotten a goal already, but I don't think he's fully settled in, and Howe is slowly trying to do that. So I think he would take a win like a draw like this away from home, and go away with it. I think he'll be pleased with the points, but I don't think Irala will be pleased with playing this kind of game in front of his fans. I think he would have seen the game as a game they could have gotten more out of, but a point is okay. They just move forward and see what they can do in the next game.
Okay, so at the Stadium of Lights is over. The game is over. 1-1. Sunderland 1. Aston Villa 1.
Look,
Max.
but Max, sorry, but look, I love the analysis Adam puts up, but on the flip side, when you look at the table, I feel Bournemouth should be excited.
Bournemouth, you feel they should be excited?
Yeah, that's a draw. It's a point. That gives you 10 points. That draws you in the top half of the table.
Yeah.
And point in the league is gathered, game by game. The moment you look at the bigger picture, like the United coach did last season, it cramps you down.
So by the time the Arsenal Man City game ends, they'll probably drop to like 4th and take it into match week 6 because Arsenal are yet to play. Arsenal have 9 points.
And that's cool. And I feel Arsenal stand a chance, in that fixture. We'll get to talk about it.
But you see me, someone like me, I'm quite greedy when it comes. If I see the opportunity to take all 3 points,
you take it.
You take it. Yeah, and I feel like Dortmund.
It's the same thing.
Pushed.
Yeah, it's the same thing that happened to Forest last season.
But if you are Newcastle,
when they were accumulating points early on in the stage, and he played very well.
He played very well for them.
Yes.
You see, because Forest saw those games and saw that these games, no, I can't like. The way the game is going, I can get the 3 points.
Yes,
but
just
and
stack up as many points you can get.
When they went to Liverpool, they did that. They got 3 points there. They had a lot of impressive 3 points games in the first half of the season. That
100%.
In the end, it kind of cushioned them when they needed to be cushioned. So if you get an opportunity like this, Newcastle aren't really settled. You go for it.
But this is 5 games in the season, and you are Newcastle United. Someone goes close to a player, and you go close to that player. You are mentioning numbers and the persons, and you are commanding, saying that if you don't go for this, I come for that. And you are battling with Liverpool. And Liverpool sit on top of the table, and you are inheriting United's 13th spot after 5 games. I agree, playing Champions League, highly competitive, and I agree there's competition in the Premier League and all of that. But if you have that financial muscle to flex, I feel by now you should be fit with the guys up there not far away from you in terms of...
Who, talking about Newcastle?
Yeah.
Me,
you know what I mean?
To be honest, I feel like even aside the whole striker dilemma, Newcastle could have done better in the transfer window, especially to their midfield.
Yeah.
As much as like their midfield seems solid, I feel like an addition of one really flamboyant player will help their midfield. Like I feel like all the guys there are quite similar. Like I if they got
them are going for intensity.
Yeah, all of them are going for intensity. Yeah, all of them are quite similar in terms of how they play. Like they are dynamic when they
somebody
need to
give them that flip.
Yeah, that spark. Like maybe a player, for example, a player like Paqueta. Someone like Paqueta could add a lot to Newcastle's midfield. They could drop off one midfielder one day and add him to that. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. I feel like Howe can do more with the team. Like the team can be more of a team that goes on the onslaught. Is not always trying to soak up pressure and hit people on the counter. Because even the midfielders they have, if they add a balance of a midfielder that's their middle, I feel like it can balance things out and they can actually like sit on teams and try and play forward to teams. I feel like with how quick the project had grown across the last, Newcastle are years ahead of their project in terms of where they are. Like, I don't think they expected to be in the Champions League twice in 3 years.
Yep.
You understand? And me, I always say, Susu used to say this thing when he was here, that when things like that, opportunities like that present themselves, you go for it. If you are ahead of your schedule, it's not now that, I'm ahead of my schedule, so if I don't get there anyways, or I wasn't supposed to be
like
here.
Chelsea did last season.
No, you're being too. If you're ahead of the schedule and now you're in that position, get it.
Yeah, you take
like,
it.
You take the chance.
Yeah.
It's like Chelsea did last season. Look, so I'm saying that if you have the financial muscle to flex, like you say, strengthening areas where it needs strengthening, isn't it?
Yeah.
And go for it. I feel the striker was a little bit overpaid, but I think I say we should have time for him. You know,
I feel same too. But I can't really blame Newcastle for overpaying because of how things went, and the time they had to pick a new striker up. Even for Wisa, I feel like they overpaid, but they couldn't really do much. They needed they let Callum Wilson go. Didn't have a replacement.
You wanted a Kitike, couldn't get him.
You wanted Šeško.
In fact, they wanted João Pedro too.
They wanted,
and still couldn't.
Yeah. So
in fact, even Bournemouth, they even wanted him.
It was a frustrating summer for them. So I can't blame, and they had to pay. So if they needed a striker, as bad as they said they needed, they had to pay the money people were calling. So I can't really blame them for that.
All right, let me just run our listeners through the table. After the 2 games ended at the Stadium of Light and also the Vitality Stadium. So Liverpool top, 15 points. Flawless, 5 wins out of 5. Hey, Charlie. See if he's spending in excess of 400 million, and since Charlie, is he
none of their wins have been convincing.
It's much.
But they care.
Let's calm down.
They don't care.
Look, you wouldn't care until the cities and Arsenal find their feet.
well,
and that Bournemouth and Brighton's become super stubborn.
Okay.
So,
but at this point, top of the table, 15 points, 11 goals, scored, 5 conceded.
That's smooth.
Spurs are second. They have 10 points, so they've won 3, they've drawn 1, and they've lost 1. 10 goals, 3 conceded. Bournemouth are now third on the table. Arsenal fourth, yet to play. At 3:30, they take on Manchester City. Crystal Palace are 5th on the table, and Chelsea sixth on the table, 8 points. Sunderland are 7th. Fulham, Everton, Manchester United, Leeds, Man City following that order. Newcastle, Brighton, Forest for the red zone. If the league is to end today, we all decided I won't play the league again.
I'm itching for you to get to the Arsenal City game. There's something I'm seeing.
We'll get into that.
You love what Pep is doing.
So Aston Villa, West Ham, Wolves are in the bottom 3. Okay. Let's get to the starting 11 for the big game.
Oh, please
for the weekend.
Update us. Germany, we want to know the Bayern.
We'll go there later. Just
make you know that.
No, we'll go there. We'll go there.
And do that thing for the people. You for make people know what they are.
For the starting 11, let me start off with Manchester City. They start with Donnarumma in post a 4-1-4-1. A back four of O'Reilly, Josko Vardiol, Ruben Dias, and Kuchanov. Hey. This back four, Pep. Rodri as the only midfielder. Jeremy Doku, Tignani Reinders, Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva, and Haaland leading the attack for Manchester City. For us now, it's a 4-3-3. Yep. David Reyes in post, Jurien Timber playing as the right back. Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Calafiori as the left back. A midfield 3 of Rice, Declan Rice, Zubimendi, Mikel Merino. And a front 3 of Leandro Trossard, Victor Gyökeres, and Noni Madueke, the star boy Noni Madueke.
Why is
Madueke
Arsenal
the ball?
Always, Mikel Arteta always trying to play 3 defensive midfielders, trying to force Merino into an attacking midfielder?
Yeah, he's been doing this in the last 3 games they've played. Stuck with that same lineup. Zubimendi, Rice,
has it been
and
working?
even Marseille
Merino.
did the same thing.
Has it been working?
It hasn't.
Well, we'll see. Let's
the
get a thought.
team is
Just hold on
struggling
for me.
too.
Let's get a thought of Mikel Arteta. Maybe he can explain why he's gone with what Maxwell is not too happy with.
Games that we always play against them, so we're going to have to hit those stands again to give us the chance to win the game. Obviously, playing once every 3 days is nothing new to you, but it is striking the extra time they've had. How have you been able to use that little bit of time that you've had with the players?
It's what it is. It's a mental strength. So we have been in this position many times when we won many titles to win the past. You had to make this type of schedule for many, many years. It's a proof for ourselves to see how is our position. It's a good test for us to see how mental we are, how is in our game against maybe the most powerful in terms of physicality and many, many things in Europe, and the quality and all the aspects in the game, and we're going to see.
It's a kind of a crazy question, but do you go into today with one eye on the league table, not wanting that gap to Arsenal, and of course Liverpool not wanting that to get too big?
I know your intention. You're going to lose the Premier League today, right? If you don't
There's
win.
no bad intentions, Pep.
I'm pretty sure the intention is the fact that if you don't win, we'll lose the Premier League. I know it's happened. From my experience, of course, the gap, Liverpool with 5-5, and when all the beaters, the solid that they are, the quality they have in all departments. So of course it's important. But always I learn from my period here. I'm the oldest manager. I'm running right now in 10 years, so nothing is decisive after 5 games. But of course, we have to win games if we want to be close to the best teams in England.
So that's Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola with some really interesting answers to
Pep is a funny guy.
Yeah, and then earlier on you heard from Mikel Arteta of Arsenal. Guys, I think you've all seen the lineup. Maxwell, you're not a big fan of what Arteta has put in the middle.
He did the same thing against Liverpool.
Yeah.
So he seems to want to sit back, and then he doesn't want to give up too much space to the opponents, because he's understood in previous matches and previous seasons that if he opens up too much, they might break into his midfield and then score. But then if you're being too much of a coward, allow me to use that word, it doesn't really make the game exciting.
Mm-hmm.
You are an Arsenal coach who has the likes of Martin Odegaard at your disposal.
Okay.
You have the new guy you signed from Crystal Palace at your disposal.
Yeah.
You have
Eze.
players who can be very creative. You decide to play Mikel Merino, who functions either as a DM or even better when you put him in a striking position. I wonder how that idea came to him. Very brilliant, by the way. But then he's not a guy who can create for your strikers to score.
Yeah.
You bring in Declan Rice and Martin Zubimendi, you're already having a defensive mindset. So why not bring in, at least, if you want someone who is better than Odegaard at driving the ball forward, at giving the line-breaking passes in the final third, you can't even play Eze as an attacking midfielder. I don't really get why he wants to always sit back. He did the same against Liverpool, made the match very boring. People didn't enjoy the match that much. It came down to a free kick, which got Liverpool the 3 points. But then this season, I was really expecting Arsenal, of all teams, to be on the front foot. They finally gotten Eze. They finally gotten Victor Gyökeres. They should be getting into matches confident and wanting to win, get all the 3 points. It doesn't matter who we are playing against. Is it Manchester City? Is it Liverpool? But then he seems even much of a coward this season than he was earlier. It's sad for me. It's very, very sad to watch.
So Max not too happy with the midfield combo. Adam, I don't know where you stand on Arteta's team. Before you go to Pep,
His team is interesting. Like 2 centre backs as full backs, 2 extra centre backs in the middle, then 3 in quotes very defensive minded midfielders. Then I think you'll be expecting a lot of the creativity to come from the wings, as in from Madueke and Trossard. So a lot to be on Madueke today, because he'll have to do a lot of beating people and creating space. I would have loved to see Eze in this game. I would have probably gone
to start him, right?
Yeah, I would have started
in place
Eze.
of Trossard.
I like Eze as a number 10. I don't even like Eze as a
so like the
winger.
point Max was trying to make.
Yeah, I don't like Eze
So
as
play
a
him
winger.
behind Gyökeres.
Yeah, and because Gyökeres needs service. If you notice in the game he scored against Forest, the moment when Eze put the ball in and he scored, he kept pointing at Eze because not too many times.
He doesn't get off.
That sequence wasn't repeated for him often. So
He's always feeding
like
on
he
scraps.
he liked that.
as usual.
Like, you know, his first goal, he had to like really work it out himself. But I feel like if guys like Madueke and Trossard, if they are putting in balls from the wings, and you have someone like Eze who can thread in a pass from the middle, I think Gyökeres will have a lot to feed on. But let's see how it works. Maybe Merino can pull something out of his bag. Rice himself too sometimes comes up with some nice stuff. So maybe he's counting on those kind of moments today. But I don't see this as a very, very, very attacking. I don't think he's planning to go at Pep today, and he's playing at home. It surprises me. Like, I want to see more intent, like from Arteta. But Pep's lineup looks really interesting. I want to see how it plays out on the field.
In fact, for Manchester City, I think the last 4 games they've played in the PL, every starting 11 Pep puts out looks very funny.
Yeah, I think this season he's tailor making his,
because he has Kuchanov as a right back. It's my eyes.
Yeah, that's it.
He has Kuchanov at right back.
it's just, I want to see what it will look like on the field. Like,
Or maybe without the ball, they tack it into a back 3.
pretty much. That's what I'm seeing. Without
And
the
then you
ball.
have Diaz as your ball playing centre back. So Vardiol playing as the left centre back, and then Kuchanov as the right centre back.
Already
maybe
tucks
taxing,
into
yes.
the midfield.
Maybe that's probably the thinking.
That's what I'm seeing. Then maybe probably Foden will push forward into the forward line. That's the only, because I think Silver Rangers will stay behind with Rodri. So 3-4-3 or
because City's defense this season have looked very shaky.
I think that's
I
why
don't
he's
know.
setting up this way, so that off the ball he can have cover, but when he's in possession he can have more guys on the ball to kind of he likes those situations where he sets up in a way when he has the ball, his players kind of like out, it looks like they've outnumbered you with the number of players he has in his forward line. So I think that's the reasoning behind the starting 11. But I would just like to see how it plays out on the field, both teams anyways, because I don't really like the midfield Arsenal have. I don't think it offers them too much going forward.
Well, it should be an interesting game. Bernard,
Look, I've been quiet and listening to my brothers for a reason.
you're a big fan of Pep. You happy with what you're saying?
Yeah, I get to talk about Pep. I get to talk about Pep, but look, it's about changing systems and flow at a point in the game.
So this is for what, Arteta?
Okay,
right?
this is for Arteta. He plays a middle 3. I don't see the chap you speak about play on the right side of the midfield. No,
Eze,
Who?
Odegaard,
Merino.
Marino.
Yeah.
Play in the right side of
The midfield.
the midfield.
What do you think he would move to?
This guy has played in Spain before, you recall. His primary role, or if you want, position, is the attacking midfield. The bit that sits right in the, you see, the center circle, the part that sits in the position half, that's in that space, in that arc.
so you think
I feel at a point
he'll be going
I feel
box
it
to
will be
box?
switching.
He'll be box to box.
Absolutely, it will be. Thing will be switching a little into a 4-2-3-1, where it will leave Rice
okay.
and Zubimendi in the mid, holding, and then he'll
be
he'll
forward.
dink in a little, and then try and push Gyökeres up front to play as a false 9. So he sits in between Madueke and
Trossard.
and Trossard.
So you feel like when they are on the ball,
when they are on the
it will
ball,
look like a
it
4-2-3-1.
switches to a 4-2-3-1. But without the ball, he would have to do a bit of a defensive, because he has that attribute as well. It's just
Yeah,
like
he has
that
energy, so-
absolutely.
Yeah,
There's AA in that. So I feel it's about the trickery with mastering the systems and the style of play, at a point in time in the game.
Okay, so you feel
It's why I feel
more movement on the pitch.
absolutely. It's
by
why-
Arteta.
it's why
But
again.
he's setting up Victor Gyökeres for failure again.
Yes.
And just
Yes,
about Canada, yeah, because what becomes of him then?
Victor Gyökeres being bullied by Premier League defenders. It happens against Matthias De Ligt. He couldn't play very well because he's been bullied off the ball. He's not played to his strength.
Look, the Premier League is teasing. If you are home and you are a striker, you're playing another league, it will make you behave or think that the moment you step into the Premier League, you have your numbers.
You can function.
But the Premier League have crazy defenders. I watch that United chap at Real Betis. What's his name?
Anthony.
Anthony.
Yeah.
And he's carrying ball. He want to dribble past one. Or
You
two.
can't do that in the Premier League.
You dare not do that in the Premier League. You dare not, because defenders know that if they play well, it draws them to the Ballon d'Or. It draws them to be called.
Apart from Hazard.
Oh, don't take me back now.
But Hazard was doing that. He was dribbling. He was moving. But Eden was he not doing it?
Yeah, Hazard
He was
was
doing
doing
cheeky
My
ease.
guy, why is he doing this?
No, I'm not taking you back. But Hazard was doing it.
I get it.
I can give you 10 goals.
100%,
That
100%.
Hazard took the ball, went past,
From
weaved
right,
his way
right
into
from the
defense, clean,
from Chelsea defense.
Yes.
Into goal.
clean.
Some say clean.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying that. That's what I'm saying that.
Maybe the next person to have done that was Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
when he was his prime.
Yeah. I agree with you. You know, I agree. Let us know. There are a lot of things going to come up, but I agree. Let's move forward. Look, so I feel at a point in time it's going to switch. And for Gyökeres, they would have to learn how he plays. You watch him in his previous club at Sporting.
But this guy Gyökeres is a fighter.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he fights. Like he feeds off what you don't expect to
Give him
happen.
let the ball be at his feet.
Yeah,
And then he would surprise you.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
But
the
then
thing with
he's
him.
not the kind of striker where you expect him to be the focal point. You crossing the ball. he
Exactly,
gets-
yeah,
he
yeah.
doesn't do
No, it will revert at the point.
He
The
sounds- he's-
initial
So
approach,
sometimes gives you the Aguero vibe.
He likes
Right.
yeah,
movement.
drops in, carry
Yeah.
ball, do a link up play, and
Some- and then moves into the
moves
space.
He
Some
likes
places.
movement. So if you are giving him situations where you are like things are moving around, and he can be at the final end of the ball. He likes those things. You drop off, you play a pass, you run.
Give him a 1v versus
absolutely.
a final.
For this,
defender.
for these two teams, for records, it's Arsenal's defense that is stronger.
Mm.
They've played together for a minute.
Yeah, that's true.
You get it. But for City, they're going to find. You mentioned the City line, and you go, and that is where your Gyökeres is going to function, because if you are targeting him a lot, he creates space for Madueke to come in and then shoot at
But
goal.
who is Madueke? Does he have the end product? No,
Oh,
he doesn't.
If you watch him, if you watch him at Chelsea,
I agree with Maxwell.
no,
He
if
doesn't.
because you've watched him at Chelsea.
No,
Because you have the
I've
Chelsea
watched
clip
him
right
at
playing
Arsenal.
for.
No. Even at Arsenal, he's
Yeah.
been doing what he was doing at
No,
Chelsea.
I'm saying
There.
that, no,
It's just like Anthony moving to
Eureka have
Real
made
Betis.
an
He's doing the same thing.
Eureka have made an argument for him. Then you tell me that, he's not consistent. We should just wait for him into about 10 games in the
Yeah.
season for our 15 games. Now it's just 5 games. He keeps doing what he does. Push the ball to you. He's filling in the gap of Saka.
No, he can't do what Saka
I'm
does.
saying that it is, in code, he cannot. But that's the slot he's filling in at the moment. And he needs to push himself a little.
You see, the thing about Madueke is right is he can do everything good.
Except
Not-
what is needed.
Yes,
I
not
don't-
closer to the final third. He gets to the final third.
And then loses his top.
And he's lost.
This is what I would say. Chelsea fans will not be happy. Look, this is Arteta. The other guy is Enzo.
Hey, Charlie.
Yo, someone is asking that. Doesn't Madueke look like a rapper to you guys?
Oh no, we beg you.
Well, because he's braided,
Does
he's
not
saying,
do that.
don't
He's
do
not
that,
do
don't
that.
do
He should not do that. The person should not do that.
And because he said Sancho was looking like a rapper.
No,
so-
Sancho is in different spaces that those people hang out in.
Okay.
And posting nude tattoos
So-
on his Instagram.
yeah.
So like it's those things. Like I don't feel like how do you call it? Madueke gets into those kind of conversations a lot. Yeah. I don't feel like he
Do
gets
you know why Madueke is getting a lot of praise from Arsenal fans? Because they've had to watch Gabriel Martinelli for a very long time, someone who carries the ball, and then he could carry it from
it
the
to the
halfway
byline.
line
I'm running a
and then
straight line,
send
bro.
it for goal kick.
Yeah.
He doesn't beat
I'm
his
running a
man.
straight line, bro.
He doesn't beat his
That's-
man.
that's a
So
bullet.
they finally have a winger who
Yeah.
can take a player, the defender, on 1v1 and is able to beat the defender. So they've not really had the experience. So for Chelsea fans, they've seen this a lot of times.
Yeah.
That's why they are unimpressed.
Yeah.
But Arsenal fans, is,
they just have Saka. Apart from
Yeah.
Saka, they didn't really have a winger who was doing.
so it's
That's
a
a lot.
back pass
Yeah.
winger they've had,
Yeah.
a winger who runs like a headless chicken into
You see, I feel
Well-
if a manager like Amorim is watching the Arsenal City lineup on paper, Keke, you should be worried. This is Pep who started, with a 4-3-3. In game, of course,
As the
City-
game evolves, it changes.
it changes. Now he's doing a 4-1-4-1 from a 4-2-3-1 that had materialized for him. Look, he plays. You need to be smart as a manager in the Premier League. You don't win back-to-back leagues and say I stick to a certain system or style play or approach or a formation, if you want a large, to want to grind the kind of result you'd want.
All right.
I feel the City lineup today, the coach, weighs the strength of these lads, and I feel would want to use it, as much as practicable in the game. When you are without the ball, it's about 5 guys on the line trying to confuse the Madwekers and Jokereses and Trossard from getting into the little pocket of spaces that each player will be trying to draw one to himself to create, to allow spaces to allow the ball function in that zone. And with the ball in the offensive third, it gives more numbers. It will not, as a match, it wouldn't be 5 again, it would be about 6 sixes in the area. And these players are creative. I mean, Doku on a proper day playing like a Doku have visited the Toon Force Palace should be getting you goals. Yeah. Since his journey to the Toon Force Palace, since he's reasoning right. Yeah.
Okay, let's go for a break.
All right, that's
I'll allow you. Let me read some messages before we go on a quick break. Bernard, he just cracked me up with what he just said. Oh my goodness. But Abinas, now, why are you attacking Bernard?
It's just I'm not sure which one is he. He's a Chelsea fan, so I don't
You
today who
you're a
like
politician. He said he shouldn't do sports.
at this one his first time saying that. So.
Good afternoon, Republic of Football. I foresee Newcastle and Bournemouth ending in a draw, and Manchester City beating Arsenal by 3-1. Raymond Decoder inside Tema Community 4. Gabby, this is okay. I think I've read this message. Manchester City to win. Okay, Rangers to score a banger. Send out from Dawenya. Okay, Republic of Football. Good afternoon. Today is a real assessment of the work Arteta has done at Arsenal. Meeting Manchester City. I'm not interested in the score, which can go in for their favor, but the performance they put up, a good game ahead from Jabat in Sekina, Accra. Okay, good afternoon, guys. Nice show. Thank you so much. Chelsea coach so annoying. Fofana is struggling, and you watching him play almost 75 minutes. Baby coaching, but Man U Stadium, the least the better. The pitch cannot hold water out of the pitch. Ariel. Okay, Enzo Maresca is just a pathetic coach, and at this point, I can say for a fact that the Club World Cup was won by individual brilliance on the field. Alkaline here from Tema Community 25. Good afternoon, guys. Okay, Gabby, I think Chelsea hasn't been able to win at Old Trafford since 2013. Yes, that's true, because the Chelsea teams have lacked the belief to win, even when United are on their knees crawling. I think a different manager, not Maresca, can end this record for not winning at Old Trafford. Charles from Medina. Is it a Charles we know here, or is it a different Charles? Okay. Bernard says, although I'm not a Kotoko fan, but the donation of $50,000 made by the president given to them, I want the Porcupine to make us proud by beating Kwara United from Nigeria in the Comfort Cup. Raymond from Tema Community 4. Okay. Evans Owusu from Lashibi says, Arsenal should forget about the league title this season. If we can't beat this depleted City side, okay. Greetings to Prince Henry Koforidia. Okay. Kate from Coftown says, oh, you guys should be fair. There was no point in a season that Hazard in the Chelsea outperformed Neymar in Barca. We also Hazard in Madrid. It was funny. No, we didn't talk about Hazard at Madrid. We were talking about Hazard at Chelsea and Neymar at Barca at the time. So, Charles disagrees, but that's why. This is Kay. He says that. What?
He disagrees to what?
I think he belongs to the Neymar.
To the Neymar
section,
or the Hazard. Let him come.
Charles, you want to have a bite?
Yeah, let him. He's a footballer.
So if you are a coach, Chelsea at Hazard at Chelsea in his prime, and then Neymar at Barca in his prime, who would you go for, and why?
It's not even close.
It's not close. It's
no
it's not debatable.
Comparing Hazard to Neymar.
Very good.
Like, are you serious?
No, we're not comparing. He brought so. He was talking about. No, I understand. Cause I was even telling him that I'll pick Neymar at Barca. Because at the time, what Neymar was doing at Barca and what Hazard was doing at Chelsea is not close though.
But for Ronaldo and Messi, Neymar would have been the best player.
Would have been. You see that language?
Yeah.
Neymar would have been the best player
would
in his
have been.
generation.
But for
But
Ronaldo
for
and Messi.
Ronaldo and
Okay,
Messi.
that's a fair point.
So, I mean, comparing Hazard to, I mean, Neymar is like comparing oranges to apples. Like, don't do that at all. You guys
mean
are
it
not being
shouldn't
fair.
vote?
You're not being fair to football.
Okay.
I'll just say that. This guy,
I have my point. You said
let
we
me
not get into
let me
that
continue
argument.
the message.
Yeah, no,
you have to
yeah.
go for a break.
Okay.
He says, how can you label Merino as a DM exclusive? He has a striker.
he actually
he
started
as
playing as a striker.
Yeah, it's better than Shesko plus Haaland.
What is it?
He doesn't
No, what
need
is
to
it?
create. He will score. Arsenal needs goals. He
So
had
who creates
Marino
goals.
has a striker.
Yeah.
It's better
He says,
than.
how can you label? Well, some more messages. Let me take some more, then we'll go on a break. Okay.
I
We
don't
have
get
some.
the guy's argument.
You will come back and talk more. You're still listening to the Republic of Football 97.3. I'm Gabi, your friend in studio with Bernard Abeku, Audrey, Maxwell, Nyagamago, and that's Kelvin Edem Kai.
After mentioning Yakamagono, you confuse each other.
Charles Owusu-Kuni also.
So much energy to mention the Nyagamago.
Guys, your microphones are off. Let's go for a quick break. When we come back, there's more talk for you on 97.3. Live on Channel 1 TV. We're live on YouTube as well at City Sports JHA and on X at City FM. 0549986996. That's the WhatsApp line. You can text us. Listening to us on radio. Later would activate the phone lines when it's halftime between that Arsenal Manchester City tie. So you can call us on 0539966996. We're done with the two games in the PL. The last game is at the Emirates. Kickoff is here. Just 1 minute. It's Arsenal taking on Manchester City at the Emirates. Just in case you missed the lineup for the two teams, let me quickly run it through. and we'll get talking more. So for Arsenal, they start with David Raya in post, and they've got Calafiori. He's playing as the left back for the Gunners today. Midfield, the defensive pair of Gabriel and Saliba. Urian Timber is playing as the right back. Declan Rice, Zubimendi, Mikel Merino as the midfield three. And Madueke, Gyökeres and Trossard leading the attack for the Gunners. For City, it's a 4-1-4-1. Donnarumma, Kuchanov, Ruben Dias, Josko Vardiol, and O'Reilly as the back for Rodri. As a midfield, they've got Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden, Tignani Reinders, Jeremy Doku, and Haaland leading the attack for Manchester City. The game has kicked off at the Emirates. For Manchester City, they'll be hoping to get this one past Mikel Arteta, who is manager for the Gunners. Guys, let's talk about Donnarumma. Let me start off with you, Adam. He kept a clean sheet against Manchester United, right?
Yeah.
3-0. This is another real test for him.
Yeah,
the conversation has been ever since Pep brought in Donnarumma that he's moving away from what he believed in a goalkeeper who's comfortable with the feet first than stopping the ball, because he came to City, met Joe Hart and showed him the exit and stuck with him at the Son de Moraes for a long time. Now he's brought in Donnarumma, who's not too comfortable with his feet, but very good stop-saving goalkeeper. Just what are your thoughts about him, and what do you think Arsenal, how much do you think he can hold this Arsenal team has to do with Gyökeres and that attacking firepower they've got?
I'll start with Donnarumma. For him, I think he's a really, really talented goalkeeper, and he's shown it since he became a top-level player. He's been playing at this level since his teens. He broke into first-team football really early at top level.
Yeah.
And he's been putting up great performances for his team. I think he was a huge part of Paris Saint-Germain's success last season.
Yep.
And it's funny that another one of Pep's disciples is the one that I sent him over to Pep here. But for Pep, I feel like Pep has reached the stage of his career where he knows that everything that he will need to do with a team to get to the point where the team will win, everything can come from him. I watched his interview where he spoke about Pep Linder's addition to the technical team and Colatori's addition to the technical team.
Yeah.
And he was speaking about how his relationship with them is not what Pep want to do. He asks the team what they feel is the right way to go. Mm-hmm. So they all brainstorm and share ideas. So I think he's reached the point of his career where he doesn't want to be the guy who is doing all the thinking. So he's welcoming other ideas, and he's seeing that his way can't be the only way to take you to the promised land. Yeah. He
now has to evolve.
He now has to evolve because
who would have thought?
I don't think he's been. I think he's been slowly doing that across his career. I don't think he's been. I think his first maybe 3-4 years.
But it's not been that glaring like that. I think I can actually tell you one game that he moved away from what he stuck with, and went very route one. It was against Chelsea. Yeah. You remember that game?
Very.
All three goals against Chelsea.
Very route one.
Route one.
Yeah.
Hits the ball long to Haaland. Yeah. Haaland makes himself big. Releases the ball to players who are running into the channels, and it was bang, Chelsea's net.
If you have a striker like Haaland and you're not utilizing it, it's to be a shame. So it's nice to see that. Like, that's why some of the things, when some managers gets really stubborn, it really rubs off me wrong, because
like Amorim, man.
You know, you guys have been you have been very, very unfair and harsh on Ruben Amorim.
No, but you just have to mention it, because the latest quote from him is that he said, "Not even the Pope."
Yeah.
He said, why does it have to change?
No, we are not saying. We are putting in that the managers who are very. Let me tell you a quick story, right? When Conte came to Chelsea, his first 4 games or his first 3 games, he came with a certain style of play, and it wasn't working for him. He went to the Emirates. Arsenal beat Chelsea by 3 goals. I don't know if you guys remember the season that Chelsea won the title. Mm-hmm. He moved away. He realized that the personnel he's got were not fitting into the style he wanted to play, and he moved away from that personnel and went to, I think, a back 3, where he transformed Victor Moses. Now Victor Moses was not playing like a right wing back, and they went on to win the league.
Yeah, but
and that's
I think the situation is different with
Amorim.
Now, before his appointment, the concern was that Manchester United did not have a playing style
Exactly.
since Fergie left the team. There had been several managers who had come in and gone, and they didn't have an identity as a football club. So this guy was brought in to build an identity for the team. You can't ask him to move away from that identity midway because you are losing games.
Okay.
And I think that's why they are sticking with him, because there's a plan for him to build that identity, and then maybe later the team, they can build on that.
Yeah.
So get in the players that can fit this system, let it run through the academy so that you can develop these players to fit a certain style of play.
Okay.
Like they have at Barcelona with La Masia.
Yeah.
So let's not be overly critical of the guy. I mean, of course, he's a stubborn guy. Sometimes you'd want him to tweak a few of the personnel.
Yeah.
For example, I don't understand why you're playing, consistently playing
Ugarte.
Bruno, Ugarte, Casemiro. It's either Bruno, Ugarte, or Casemiro. When you have
A young
Kobe,
Menu.
a young Menu on the bench, you can try to play Menu and Bruno together. I mean, make those adjustments.
That
with the
midfield would be overrun.
You see, but we've not played them together. You see, you can ask Menu to sit. He's not a terrible player. You can ask him. Maybe he's not disciplined enough to play the 6, but let us try certain
things.
moments in certain games.
Yeah.
And then you can find these combinations.
Yeah, to
but
see if it will work
for
in the
me, that
future.
is my only critic of him. The fact that he says that Menu should compete with Bruno for the 8. So if you don't have Bruno is available, it means that Menu can play. You can make those tweaks. My only critic of him is that he's not being able to make those changes in the team, not the system. As for the system, I believe that he should continue with it, find the personnel that will fit the system, and build a football identity for the club.
Okay.
It's not
Yeah,
an issue of the
I think-
system. It's the structure.
The structure. Okay.
There are two distinct things. The reason why I say you are being unfair to Ruben Amorim is that when you were making your submission, you mentioned that looking at the formation Pep is playing today, Ruben should be worried. He shouldn't.
Why?
Because when you look at Pep, he's been able to show his identity on the team for a very long time.
Fair enough.
So his formation is already known. They already understand the basics of
Yeah.
it. But Ruben Amorim has a set of
Juxtaposing somebody
players
who's
who
Agree.
don't really understand the
yeah.
basics.
And it's
He's
not going
admitted-
through a full season.
Yes, he's admitted that when it comes to the formation, he's not going to change it. However, when they understand the basics, he will change the structure. When we get to that point where he has the players in there who understand the style of play and he's still not getting results, you sack him.
Okay. Okay, so that's the word on Amorim. But at the Emirates, it's still goalless though. Arsenal 0, Manchester City 0. Arsenal looking like looking to start on the front foot. They've made some few incursions in City's box. I'm sure Gyökeres will be looking at that centre back four and be licking his lips when he looks at Kuchanov.
Yeah.
Smith.
Like, I'm going to have a run at you guys
O'Reilly
today.
and those kind of guys. Look, I mean, Adam makes a brilliant point now on Pep not doing it all at this time and listening to the former City player and the former technical team member of Liverpool.
Yeah, Pep Linders.
Linders. Look, I was in the car going home with Kofi
Charles.
you know.
But
And-
how have you forgotten his name?
How did you just forget my
No,
name?
I mean, I'm building.
Because he's a
a
person.
point. Let us not- Don't mind my guy. Don't mind him. Look, and we're listening to the former Newcastle United man, the former PSV Eindhoven, the former Sporting CP man, the former England manager, Sir Bobby Robson, yeah. And he speaks of the fact that at a point,
give him the ball.
and that's a goal. That's a goal.
Oh, that's a good.
And City have taken the lead.
Oh, Haaland doesn't
Against
miss those.
Arsenal?
Haaland doesn't miss those. Like,
What a pass!
Gabi, you know what's reminded me
Oh
of?
boy, he took that with his
You know,
right foot,
you
right?
remember
Yeah.
the ball over the top in the United game for
Yeah,
Haaland
yeah,
last
yeah,
goal? When
yeah,
he
yeah.
played, you pointed to me. I told you he was. I
Yeah,
didn't,
yeah, yeah.
I didn't need to look. He was
This guy.
gone.
So
Yeah.
Manchester City have taken the
Just a
lead.
goal machine.
Just what 80 minutes into the game. It's Manchester City 1, Arsenal 0. Just calmly slots in the ball at the back of the net. Acres of space behind.
Arsenal is
And,
humble at the
look
moment.
at look at that again. What that's Mikel Merino gets the ball away.
You know, it's crazy.
Yeah,
City have soaked up
scrambling
the
in the
pressure.
middle.
Yeah, it's a quick counter attack. I'm
counter
trying
attack.
to find who's with the ball now.
Is that not Pep?
He's wearing what?
Reinders, I think it's
Yeah,
Reinders.
Tiani Reinders with a
Tiani Reinders.
pass. Yeah, so a very good pass from Tiani Reinders.
Well,
finds
Haaland started the move actually.
Yes, so Haaland starting the move, gives it to Tiani. Tiani gives it back to Haaland and finishes off with his right foot. Oh boy, that's a very cool
Where
finish.
was Gabriel shouting instead of closing down?
I think you see danger they comes up. So Man City have taken the lead
That's
against
his right
Arsenal.
foot.
Yeah, his right foot. This guy, he's a proper fox in the box. Oh. Like Haaland, you see,
That's a neat finish.
last week I was listening to a podcast and they were criticizing him about how sometimes he doesn't get himself involved in the play. And I'm like, what's the primary job of the
doesn't
striker?
have to.
That's
He-
not-
he
that's
doesn't
not
have
sense.
to.
What's the primary job of the striker? Is
That's nonsense.
to do what he's
Get-
just
get
done.
himself in
Yes,
what?
but
He-
we've become accustomed to certain type of strikers.
Yeah.
Yes.
right?
Strikers are sporters.
I
you know,
understand.
strikers who can
But I think
play-
when
who
we do
can
that,
play
we
with
are
the
we are
ball.
underappreciating him.
Yeah.
The talent he's got.
Because he's not
Right now-
he's not the Ronaldo type. And I'm
He's
Ronaldo,
not,
when
yes.
I say Ronaldo, I'm talking about
The original
R9.
the
Brazil.
original Brazilian Ronaldo. He's not that type of player who would pick the ball from his half, beat maybe like 2 or 3 players before he
No, no,
scores. He needs the ball to come to the box. And Manchester City, they are one of the best teams at doing that.
Yes.
So you don't need him to come very deep. Just bring the ball up to him and he will just bang in the goals. And he's just doing his job.
Simple as that. Simplicity. Tietia. Yeah, can't even breathe.
Teams seem to be going back to the striker who is lethal and doesn't need to be involved in play all the time.
Top of your
The
head.
number 9. The number
Top-
9.
Yeah,
top-
the
top-
actual number 9.
Top of your head, how many strikers can you count in the mode of Haaland now? Like traditional center forwards, like proper.
Gyökeres is
Gyökeres, Haaland, who
Well,
again?
a bit controversial, but Šeško is.
Šeško,
Šeško,
too.
yes, Šeško is true.
I mean, he needs a bit of time to adjust
Yeah,
to the
to
Premier
adjust, yeah.
League and to the team itself. Because
Oh,
this
he'll be
team,
fine,
This
he'll
is
be
not a
fine.
team that creates a lot of chances for the striker. So yes, I mean, give him a year or two. United get some very good midfielders into the team, then he will start scoring a lot of goals. He's in the mode of Haaland. I think the Chelsea striker,
Pedro?
he's a bit more of a ball playing striker.
Yeah, he's a hybrid.
You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. He's
So I'm
he's
wondering
sad-
so Chelsea, you are looking to your midfielders to help in.
No, but they
chip
have
in
the
the
lap
goals,
too.
right?
Who
So
can
Delap was supposed to
be
be
the
be
other, to be the
the
other.
person
So they have
until his
different,
injury.
yeah, but until his injury. So they went for to have both profiles, to have one who can play the ball and one
I think
who
the
can
lab
be
also
direct.
gives you that what Haaland gives you sometimes, like the traditional number 9.
Yeah, that's
He's
what-
got the
that's what we're
strength. He's
talking
got the yeah. So that's it on the Haaland.
So, but what
he's
did
got to
Doku
go.
when Doku came to Ghana? What did they give him?
exactly your point earlier.
That's the point.
Everybody
I
seems to be
made that,
asking
I
that
mean,
question.
He looks a different
He looks a
player.
different player.
You can't go
He
to the
looks
palace.
possessed.
You
It's
can't
like-
go to the palace.
You can't
and-
get the ball off him.
No, you
I mean,
don't-
he's always been a good player, but he looks different.
Look what he
Like-
did to
You
Luke
can't-
Shaw.
You can't go to the
No,
palace.
but
he
Luke
says-
Shaw. I mean,
No, but
I can do a lot
you
of
see-
things with Shaw.
But the thing with Doku, right? I mean, I've paid particular attention with his style of play. He can actually give you like 10 very good games, and he goes missing for a last spell. And when he's good, he's good. When he's bad, he's bad. He's that
There's
kind of
no
player.
in between.
Yeah, he's that kind of player.
Shout out to
Look at what he did
Sanana like
to look at what he did to United. Like just weaves his way into the defense
Yeah,
and
yeah.
makes things very. So I'm just thinking
Well,
that he
we
just
need,
has
we
to.
need him to go back to being bad very quickly. Because at this rate,
Well,
at this rate,
Charles, there's a message for you. I think I'll try and get that. I think the person wants to confirm if we've pushed you from the news.
I mean, he has.
You see, people don't know that Charles is a very big.
Yeah, yeah, he
when you
has
come
a
to the
history,
news,
of
when you
course,
see Charles having like
You think
heated
he's not the
argument,
small guy?
yeah.
no, but
So-
you know, I'm a Medina boy. I mean,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
yeah,
you get
football
it,
is part of our lives. So.
You know, but I think it's a steady approach from Manchester City. Trying to, it's difficult for Mikel to read what Pep want to do because he started to want to build from behind, from the goalkeeper, Raya, invite the press and do that long kind of passes to win them in numbers and get into their area and all of that. But the trick didn't seem to work from the onset, and the goal seemed to have destabilized Arsenal a bit, leaving the ball
You
with
see,
City.
Maxwell
And
said
now-
something about their defense. Sorry, their midfield, right? And that would be the undoing against City.
close
Look,
enough?
I think it's 40 minutes. into the game, but I see the signs already. Max, I don't know if you see same. Because
The
they,
list said
Oh, there's
the
an
better.
injury.
wait, just hold on for me. Is that Kuchanov?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Christian.
It looks like a knee injury.
Oh, boy.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's super bad.
Looks like it.
Well, Pep would have to tweak things again because already he's playing Kuchanov out of. You'll have to bring.
Position,
he'll-
This Randers
Maybe
boy,
Marcel's
I
Nunez.
was hoping that.
Oh, what was
United-
Saliba? Is that Saliba? Or what was that Gabriel? What
It was
Yeah.
Gabriel behind,
What was
and
Gabriel
Saliba
doing?
was closing in.
No, what was Gabriel doing?
No,
he
no,
was.
no.
He
It's-
was.
He
No,
had
he
a
was
better
talking.
view of the ball, isn't
No, you see, you are trying to discredit the.
The run,
yeah,
the
yeah,
run.
Yeah, the run.
And the player involved in the run.
The
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
at the person you are dealing with.
Tijani did well in hiding his intentions.
Exactly.
Yeah, he did really well hiding what
Because
he
at
really
the
wanted to
point I was
do with the
getting
ball.
frustrated that when is he going to release
Release
the
the
ball,
ball,
to
yeah.
Haaland?
You watch the ball possession. Are you watching it?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
That's what I'm saying. That at the point.
Uh-huh.
Arsenal
So
just
that
lost
brings
it.
me. Wait, that brings me to the point I want to make. That clearly Arteta's mindset is to just
Keep the ball.
keep the ball, soak the pressure from City, maybe hit them on the break, and that would be their own doing.
In fact, it is.
Because City gets the ball, releases it quick to Haaland. Tignani is very good, can drive it very quick. They've got Doku that you'd have to deal with.
It's
so
funny-
if
it's
I
funny
think Arteta should have rather matched.
What City was trying to do.
Because Charlie, what? How,
So
how-
I think
trying to match-
Arteta was expecting this to
that
be
would be disaster.
another.
that's disaster.
Trying to match
Chess
City
game.
You see,
with possession and all
yeah,
of that.
I agree. Arteta was expecting a chess game from the
One
beginning.
more chess
Wow.
game, and then tactics
Yeah,
at play and all of
But
that.
then Pep didn't go for that. Yeah, I think that's what surprised him. Yeah, because they started on the front foot. Arsenal started brightly. Then
To invite the press is
Yeah.
dangerous. Look, inviting the press against the Manchester City setup because you think they've not started the season well, that's super dangerous. Because it's like, okay, come to us, then we'll outwit you with a bit of brilliance and what have you. This is a manager you've worked with before. He knows you inside. He knows what you're going to think of, in a split second.
I see.
So you don't go to him, matching what he wants to do first. And
I mean, it's just 60 minutes into the game.
Well, let's
I
see.
think
I
Arsenal
think
might
we
I
shall
think
run.
Arsenal will gradually
I think Kushanov is fine.
Yeah.
get
it's
back
fine.
in the game, and then hopefully, I mean, we get a goal first.
Okay. Let me take some messages. We'll come back and see what happen in the next couple of minutes. Right. This one says Arsenal versus Manchester City, a game which Arteta cannot afford to lose. And Man City resetting agenda of climbing up. Nobody expects a draw. Good refereeing. A draw is the best choice from Nanaya Intijuma from Konogo Dumase. Okay. Honestly, Arsenal as a team needs a striker, but they do have one. They have Gyökeres. However, Arteta as a coach has exhibited he doesn't need a striker. He's been setting Victor Gyökeres up to fail since his arrival. It's hard to watch. Yeah, the points you raised, Maxwell. Good evening. Enzo Maresca has left an indelible pain on me. He should be investigated. The boys don't recover.
I can really understand.
No, but how do you blame Maresca for this?
he panicked.
substitutions
I feel like he
That's how-
panicked.
that's
He
how-
panicked.
that's
I feel like he
Early,
panicked.
look.
how- that's a public
To make
decision.
3 changes.
The substitutions
Three
was
changes
poor.
in the
Yeah,
first
Charles,
half
to be
after.
honest.
I
You can't yank off all your.
All your
look,
attacking players.
I understand
you
the
need to
step
see
out.
you need to see the game a bit from his perspective.
Uh-huh.
You are a man down at Old Trafford. It's still Man United. I mean, the fact that they've started the season quite poorly does not mean that it's still Man United.
I get a point.
So you'd want to take off the players, get a bit more players who can run a bit more,
Yeah.
and try and just close down spaces so that you don't lose by 4 or 5. So yeah, I get that. I get
was
the
the
thinking.
goalkeeper who was red carded. The goalkeeper. That was the goalkeeper. Not one of those players that you've rehearsed with over a period.
Over a period,
To
yeah.
want to take the game to a certain length of play to contain whether United was going to bring the pressure or not. I think one player out.
At best, Estevao. At best.
And that's what he did.
But
He
Cole
yanked
Palmer-
off as Vowels first.
Cole
And then
Palmer,
he
Neto.
did Cole Palmer and
See,
did network.
but Cole Palmer before the game was he 100%?
No, he wasn't.
Oh yeah, he was.
wasn't. No, he
No,
wasn't.
he
He
was.
wasn't.
No, he
Palmer,
wasn't.
as
He
in
wasn't.
fit.
Yes,
He wasn't.
But he played in there.
Palmer being
wasn't.
younged up was actually due to a knock he picked up.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
but then,
he
but then me, if it was me, if you after you take
Half
Palmer
fit,
off, you
half fit,
you
Palmer.
take Estevao off. At least keep Neto on. Keep somebody on.
No, a half-
He took
a
off
half
all
fit-
his
You
runners.
took off all your
A
runners.
half fit
So what do you
Palmer.
expect?
Well, let me get
Who
back
were
to
bringing
let-
Gittins?
let me get back to the
Garnacho?
messages, right?
Garnacho?
We'll get to discuss that game. We'll get to discuss that.
If Chelsea brought on Garnacho yesterday, they would have lost by more than.
Okay. Yeah. So I was reading that message. It says, if not, why just one red card made you substitute all your attacking threats? Does he know does he know football? Imagine Palmer and Edval being on the pitch after Casemiro's red card. Okay. Khan inside Cove Town says the problem is not the system, but application of the system. Since the players can't fit, you are forced to buy new players and end up like Ten Hag. There's no point in Barca's life or history that a coach has said that this player doesn't fit my system. You can compare. Okay, that's it. Yeah. Is that Charles Owusu Kumi on the City Sports Show? Yes, that's him. Salute the fresh boy from Nungwa. Okay. Okay, you can still text in 054996 996 054996
And that's what surprised me.
Okay, so let's get to the Accra Sports. And there's a quick update from there. It says Kotoko 1, Kwara 1. Okay, so Kwara have an away goal. Let me get to YouTube. The boys have been
Saying a
up
lot.
to us all sorts of things.
The YouTube guys, they gave me serious.
As for
with
that, the sweet Kwame guy here,
Controversial.
he's always waiting for us to just save your life.
Yeah,
You start texting.
yeah. He's in America though.
Yeah, so we see you are doing a very good job. Always a lawyer. Okay, yeah. So it's rather Kotoko 2, Kwara 2. Wow.
Wow.
At the Accra Sports Stadium.
Go first.
Yeah. So 2-2 between Kotoko and Kwara.
Wow.
I really want to see those goals because what's Kotoko doing by allowing Kwara to get 2 goals here? Okay.
2 goals here is not good for Kotoko's chances.
Yeah. Let me get to YouTube.
And that's against Quara.
Yeah, this is from Kelvin D here. He says, no, I think I've read this. Okay, Neymar is above Hazard in anything. Okay, Yakubu Saka says, sometimes EPL just surprises you. How can you, this United beat Chelsea? Okay, Sish says, playing for a big club is not that easy. Neymar being at the same level with Messi and Co is an achievement. Griezmann struggled at Barca, and Hazard couldn't make it at Madrid with good players around him. Okay. Well, St. Klopp says at a point in Barca, Neymar was the main man when Messi got injured. Emmanuel Asari Sapon says, great work. Okay, great work. Thank you. I appreciate. Well, St. Klopp says, I don't see City winning against, but it's football. Anything can happen. William Amponsa says, how can you possibly even have the thought of Hazard being better than Neymar at any point in Paris? You got balls. Hazard's rival was Felipe Coutinho.
No, but Hazard was good,
Hazard was
but
good.
not Neymar.
Do you know
Yeah.
Neymar is closer than Messi than Hazard is to Neymar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say
Yeah.
that again.
Neymar is closer to Messi
Yeah.
than Hazard,
is to Neymar. Yeah.
Like Hazard.
That's settles it.
Neymar is so good. Look, me, if you ask me to pick between Cristiano Ronaldo
And Messi,
and Neymar,
Neymar.
I'll pick Neymar.
Very tough
Like Neymar.
Does it sometimes give you the Ronaldinho vibes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I've
like-
always like.
he's personally the
and
closest
he-
thing to Dino I've seen.
Yeah.
He's personally the closest thing to Dino I've seen. Neymar.
There's nobody.
No, there's no.
Closer
I said
to
there's
Dino.
nobody. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
Obviously,
That's what I'm
no.
saying. Hey, no.
Closest. Like,
That's what that one. Yeah.
That's what that
That
one.
is-
Yeah,
Maybe,
I think
maybe
we
that
all agree.
Nigerian
Yeah.
midfielder. Maybe that Nigerian. He played for Arsenal.
Who?
Okocha.
Is it JJ?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okocha.
JJ.
JJ. If you watch JJ,
JJ.
I mean, I'm sure you.
JJ was super
No,
flamboyant.
I mean,
But-
Okocha was good, but
Okocha is
Ronaldo,
a
no,
fucking-
No,
Gaucho
another level.
is in a
See,
different
all
job.
together.
Ronaldinho is he.
Yeah,
Ronaldinho, he's he.
he's the greatest ever
Charlie,
to ever
like-
touch
I
the
agree,
football.
I agree. There's nobody. close.
Let me read this.
But
more.
if I have to pick someone that gives me any sort of semblance of what Ronaldinho used to do, is probably Neymar.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Really?
well, that
Yeah.
one is true.
If anybody reminds me of
Neymar was
Ronaldinho close
so
enough.
good.
And Neymar was
Yeah.
good.
Like he could do anything at any time.
Yeah.
Like, just give him the ball, he
He
would
hit
do.
that peak for me.
That's people's
Well,
disappointment with him.
yeah.
They felt like his talents should have brought more,
Yeah.
but he didn't hit that level. But aside that, he was a fantastic footballer, and he had numbers to back it. Like and Neymar was somebody who usually used to get injured. Even you can see his numbers after both goals and assists, and it's quite impressive.
Yeah.
I think he was.
Okay,
he was
let me get back to the
was great.
messages. Kelvin D here says, inheriting United's 13 sport is a disrespectful statement. Okay.
I made that statement.
Yes,
Barca-
for Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Barca ladies can dismantle this Chelsea team. Okay. So Madueke doesn't look like a rapper to you guys. Okay. Doku catching stray bullets for no reason. That's Kelvin D here. Fishmonger says, if Arsenal go with defensive mindset today, they will lose. Haaland is on fire this season. Arsenal have a good squad, but let us look at this picture for a second. What happens to the squad management when a player is injured? Okay, I mean Havertz, Arteta's darling boy. Okay. Sweet Kwame says, let's go City Heat. It says, let's go Cristiano. Sweet Kwame, I think he's a City fan. Well, let me just run you through the updates from the other leagues. Let's get to France. Auxerre currently taking on Toulouse. It's goalless. Le Havre are taking on Lorraine. Lorraine have taken a 1-goal lead against Le Havre. That's former Black Stars keeper. Sorry, Andrea, his former team. Yes, he's still the Black Stars keeper, right?
Yeah, he's still a Black Stars keeper.
Are you still the Black Stars captain?
Yes, he's still. He's not retired, so we'll still give it to him.
He knows. Don't mind him. He knows.
Jordan is there.
He knows.
Well, I mean, he's more like the skipper of.
So
I don't know.
Let's get this straight.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything like a general captain.
There's no general captain.
Jordan is the captain.
Yeah,
of the
Jordan
side.
is the
Current captain on the Black.
But when he gets a call up into
when
the team,
Dede comes back into it,
Dede is the captain.
When? How?
For the World Cup.
for the World Cup,
The guy doesn't have it. I mean, he's
Like,
not
yeah.
attached to any team.
But
yet.
anything can help him from now to
But
20.
I can understand where they're coming from, because there was no point in time where they said that captaincy was taken off him.
Yeah.
no.
You
Yeah, I
get
don't
it?
remember anything where they said the captaincy was taken off the day and given to Jordan. We just heard that Jordan is the captain of the team,
Yeah.
like as he's in the squad. But like that's just it for me. Like
Okay, let me update the scores again. Monaco are taking on Metz. It's 1-0. In Germany, Leverkusen are taking on Mönchengladbach. It's goalless, 26 minutes. Yeah, the Ghana Premier League 2 tends to they go on for their dances. So in Spain,
Look, it's halftime. 0-0. 0-0.
yeah, that's what I'm
0-0.
saying. It's only
Zero
Zero Blacks are taking it.
No, but there's a problem with that.
No,
league.
it's
Like,
competitive.
There's a goal.
Which
No, it's not about being
Because
competitive.
you are seeing
We have a goal.
but-
scoring-
Why is someone
We have a
shaking their
goal
head?
scoring
it's
problem.
okay.
in
The show
our
is not
league.
for GB. Let's get to Spain. Atletico Madrid have taken a 1-goal lead against Mallorca, but they have to deal with a red card in that game. So hopefully they see that through. Let's get to Italy and see what's happening there. The Italian Serie A, I think Napoli are only the team to remain unbeaten. Yeah, we'll try and give you some more update from the Italian Serie A, which is currently ongoing. Elsewhere at the Emirates,
Conte, the home champion.
yeah, you win the league simple and go and fluff, be messing up in Europe. At the Emirates, it's still goalless. Arsenal 0.
So this is what I'm talking about.
Manchester
He's going to
City-
drive it out. Okay, he doesn't.
That's a smooth pass.
Oh, it's not a smooth pass.
Oh,
It was never a smooth pass.
I mean, it's the players as now multiply in the penalty area. That opens up an opportunity to say, they can get one at goal or not. He lets this pass into a space where nobody is attacking.
What's
And then what you
it
call that?
with Madueke? Like, I mean, so what's special about Madueke? Like, I want to know.
His 1v1
he's direct.
ability.
He's
He's
direct.
good when it comes
Yeah.
to 1v1.
Yeah. He's there. And what in the position he plays? What is he expected?
But he's not consistent in the final third.
You know what's
Forget
beautiful?
about
The
consistency
pass
for a
he just
second.
gave.
That's
If the Arsenal players had flooded the box, it's a
Somebody-
goal. But
somebody
then
can
they
tap.
don't play that
See,
way.
in that same position, right? Saka gets the ball. You know what he'll do.
Oh, he's a different profile.
No,
But he's a different
he's
profile. I mean,
deputizing for Saka. But what's so much different than he and Saka?
It's different.
Look.
He goes to the bar line and try and cut in.
Oh.
there
That's
is
his
no
strength.
point. There is
For-
no point beating your marker and just
Doing nothing with it.
doing nothing with the ball. Like,
He cuts in.
like-
he brings the ball into the
he
area.
gets into
He
good
brings
positions
the ball into
all
the
the
area.
time.
No one is attacking the ball in the area.
So what,
What's
he
his
just
fault?
plays the
what's
ball?
his fault?
So you're happy with what you've seen?
What's his
Did
fault?
you watch him at PSV Eindhoven?
That's a different story. No, that's a
That will
different story.
frustrate him more.
Then I'm saying that's a different
See,
story.
if you watched him there,
What has
You
happened?
remember
here?
and then
Dan,
you watched him, right?
you remember Dan James?
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Where is he
yes,
now? He came
played
to
for
United, yes.
Yeah.
So he had
Forget
this
that, James.
problem
No,
too.
forget that.
Yeah.
We've seen.
Like he was
we've
so
seen
quick. He was so
Obertan
quick. No,
Obertan.
he was so quick.
Obertan was quick, but he was
quicker than
Oh, you're
everyone else.
mentioning boilers.
He was quicker than everyone else. So he
Forget
gets
about all about
into
it.
There's a
advanced
better guy.
positions.
There's a better guy from Africa who was playing for Manchester United in the past. He used to play like that.
Bebe.
Baby,
Yeah, that's
not meant to
Bebe.
baby.
Yeah.
Look,
Bebe was Portuguese. No?
Bebe is Portuguese. Fantastic. Look, my point is that He gets the ball into critical
Saka is
areas.
warming up. Saka is warming up.
He needs people to attack the balls. He puts into such dangerous areas. But Arsenal are not doing that.
You know, when you speak of Dan James, right? He's a kind of player who will run with the ball. He's so fast that he can't calm down to think
Yes,
what
and,
to do.
and
with
he's
the ball.
quicker than everyone else. He doesn't wait for the other
Yeah,
attackers
yes.
to join, and then he'll just play the ball into the box, and then we'll start
No
blaming
one
the
will
other
get-
players. That, but where are they? Where are they?
But
Meanwhile,
no one else can run as well.
Exactly the point. Well, easy. So that's the thing with that.
I think
So-
people are expecting a lot
Eze
from
is the
from-
guy
from
that will come
Madueke.
and change this game for us now.
I feel he should have started. I would
Yeah.
have started him as 10.
Yeah.
At 10. I love it. I don't love Izzy on the wings.
Like-
I've said this before.
Like,
I don't
he's
like
so
him on the
good with
wings.
the ball. He's so
Yeah.
beautiful to watch.
I like Izzy as a 10. I would love to see him as a 10 in this game at some point. In time.
Yeah. Well, so 29 minutes. Arsenal 0, Manchester City 1. Haaland with a goal. His 5th goal. He's yet to assist though. So
His fifth goal
Yes, his 5th
Yeah.
goal already.
in 5 games in the Premier
Yes.
League.
Yes.
I
Is
saw
that
a
supposed
stat
to be
saying
one
this
of
is
the
where-
worst?
This is where statistical stats to
Exactly.
the Premier League season.
That's what?
This is where statistical stats. to
Last
the-
season,
Yeah.
season in 3 games he had. Last season in 3 games he had 9 goals.
Yeah.
Can't even-
Is
you
it,
can
this
imagine.
is where starts the Premier League
Yes,
season.
it's true.
Yeah.
Last season in 3 games he had 9 goals.
Yeah.
In fact, he was heading. I think in 4 games he had 10 goals. And even with 5 games, 5 goals, we are saying this is worse. Look, yeah. So he's done 340 minutes played so far. If he ends, I mean, he does another 90, would increase. Yeah. So that's it. So he scored against United 2 goals.
I don't know. Why are you laughing?
I have to update my list.
Give us Bundesliga
Hey, see,
updates.
3 United. Hey, Charlie, they will see for the shot.
Why are you laughing? Hey.
Well, okay, yeah. So that's the way there.
Do you know that Casemiro scored yesterday?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
He
Have you told
His
your
third header
Oh,
against
well, I've
Chelsea.
updated my list.
He
as well.
doesn't want us
is
to
an
get into that analysis, the analysis of yesterday's game. I was surprised.
Statesman Casemiro, he scored against
And he
Chelsea.
got a red card.
And he comes back and says, "Oh, we'll update it. Oh, we'll get to talk about that." And he's moving on.
Okay,
We'll get to
so
talk
let's
about it. And
talk
it's
about
already 4 p.m.
Let's talk about. Are you? No,
Oh, we can't talk about it. It's Arsenal playing against it, and I guess
no when the
listeners
goal
want to
comes,
know.
we'll just go there. So don't worry.
No, I think listeners want to know.
Yeah, listeners
you
are
know,
also enjoying the
But
conversation.
do
Yeah.
you notice that a lot of teams are,
Using the
employing
long
this
throw.
strategy, the
Yeah, the long
throw.
throw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
This is-
it's become like part of the game, just like the kickoff where they just,
Yeah.
they just kick the ball for the
Ballon
opponent,
into the
and then
At a point, it was
the
set
goal
piece.
pressing.
Brentford were doing that last season with us now.
This is the Roy Delap would have been very good for these teams.
Madueke,
Yeah,
man, I
he had
know
a
it's for-
crazy long throw in
Did
it.
you watch what Madueke just did? Like, we argument, man, I know it's for. Charlie,
Okay, guys. Okay, since you want me to update.
Watch Madueke. You get into a space. There's no defender on you. You know, watch the ball comes out. They kick the ball into your area where you are under no pressure. And look at how he hits that ball towards goal. I mean, you come there, the opportunity will come and you watch it.
That's
I think
not-
they are trying to find whether that was
A
penalty.
a penalty or
No way, that's a penalty.
I think the hand is in its natural position.
Okay, so let me update just in case you didn't watch any of the games from Saturday, right? Yeah, let me update our listeners. So
Germany.
early kickoff. In the PL, we had Liverpool beating Everton. It was a Merseyside derby. Hugo Ekitike scoring again. Somebody said that I think Newcastle now look at the Isak buy and say, no, we should have spent elsewhere. But I'm saying that somebody would look at the Hugo Ekitike run, his form so far for Liverpool, and say that
And said that Liverpool don't need
we
Isak.
should have maybe spent the money
I've-
on
I've-
other
I've-
departments.
I've-
They need
I've-
Isak, right?
Yeah.
I want us to get into that
I've
conversation.
seen like reports that Ekitike himself isn't too enthused about the Isak
coming.
Isak signing because he didn't think that Liverpool would add another striker after he was signed.
Yeah, and I've seen another report that says that Slot sees in some games that he want to go with a two strikers, so like 4-4-2, and Isak and Ekitike gives him that. I mean, the profile of players he's got can actually fit into that formation he wants to play. And
How are you
And
going
why
to play
will
Salah?
yeah.
Oh, Salah will still play on the wing. So Salah there, and then you have Cody Gakpo, then you have
So they
Gavin
go
Betchen,
And then what
Are
you
they
have,
playing as
and then
wing
you're
back?
playing two
and
midfielders.
McAllister, yes. So Julian Viert will be on the bench.
So
Florian Wirtz.
so Gravenberch and who?
McAllister
And Salah and who?
and
So-
Cody Gakpo.
Oh wow.
No.
I mean, it
it works.
It can
Yes.
work in some
works.
games.
But
I mean, against the smaller teams, you can
I'll
do
feel
that.
you. I'll feel for that to work, you have to swap Salah out to like
Yeah.
the wingers will have to play as direct wingers.
But you know, Isak can also operate as a 10.
no,
You know?
both Isak
Both
for the
i-
front
yeah,
two. I don't have a
the
problem.
two
Any of them can
strikers can
drop
both
off.
Yeah,
operate
because
as
they're
a
very
team.
good in dropping deep,
Yeah,
taking
any of
the
them
ball
can
and
drop off
making
each
things
other.
happen.
That's
So-
my problem will be on the wing side. Like what will happen to the wing dynamic? Because if you're going to play a 4-4-2 like that, you should have strong running wingers, like a 7 who's right-footed who hits the byline.
Like a Nani and
Yeah,
Giggs.
like a Nani and a Giggs. People
Oh,
who
okay.
hit the byline
You know?
for the strikers.
Cody and
Yeah.
Cody and Salah don't give you that.
I don't. Cody and Salah don't give me those vibes.
But I think
They-
Slots will have problems when Isak is fully fit
Fit.
And fire.
and firing, and
And then
Ekitike is
he's also
also
fit and
firing.
firing.
So what do you do?
What do you
Like,
do then? Yeah,
because they all want to play as number 9s and
yeah,
score
I saw.
goals.
I
It
saw
will be very-
Owen speak about this and say that that's when the problem will come
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
I would
for
want to
Slots.
see how he manages a situation like that.
On the flip, I think it tests him as a manager and his systems and
Okay.
tweaking of of formation and choosing what player to play a what position,
Yeah.
because he has a number of competitions at hand now, and it tests him as a manager. Like, is he really that? Is it not like a one-off thing in that campaign, but it is here to stay and all of that. It all comes into play. Now, I feel this season is here to give us.
I think
Okay,
he would have
so-
it a bit easy because he has a captain who can control the players as well.
Okay. Guys, let's get to the Amex Stadium. Brighton played Spurs. He ended 2-0. Kudus grabbed another assist. So
Two-
3
two
assists is yet
assists.
to... 2 assists, right? So 4 assists already for Kudus.
But he needs to start
Charles,
scoring.
let me start off with you. He's yet to score, though.
He needs to start scoring.
Scoring.
I mean, because for the Spurs team, I think a lot depends on players like Kudus to get the goals. Because where are their goals coming from?
So far,
You know-
Richarlison has scored.
Yes.
I think it's spread all over
I don't
the
think
team.
they have a focal.
Solanke is
Person.
injured.
Yeah.
Yes,
Solanke is
Solanke
injured,
is
so that's
injured.
what's hurting them now.
Yes, so they need players like Kudus to be chipping in the goals, and I believe that with time, he will get a few goals. It's just the system, Spurs. Thomas Frank, he's a bit conservative, and Kudus is really having to do a lot of hard work.
You can't be a lazy player and be working on
he's having to cover a lot of
You go bench.
spaces and all of that. So
You should go and ask Ivan Tony.
But it's a role he's embracing. He says that he is enjoying working under him, and so hopefully his body gets used to that kind of work with time. And then when it's time to bang in the goals and opportunities come, he's a fantastic player. We know that he will score them when it comes. Getting the points away at the Amex, a very good point for them.
Yeah.
It's
Just
just
second on the table.
disappointing for Brighton that they were not able to see the game over the line and be able to get the 3 points. Brighton this season, they look a bit off for me.
Yeah.
Mitoma was one of my favorite players last season. He's not hitting.
Yeah, I've not
he's
seen
not
him.
hitting the
He's-
same
he's
form.
gone. Hey.
Yeah, getting to the tail end of last season, he
Yeah.
faded a bit.
Yeah.
And
At
he's
a
not
point, he
started
had
the
he had a
season
lot
well.
of the top clubs chasing.
Yeah.
For his
I
signature.
think
You know?
Bayern was after him.
Yeah,
as well.
Bayern were really interested.
At the point, I was thinking, Man United, go and get this guy.
No,
Man United, go and
his
get this
age,
guy.
his age puts me. off.
Kotoko has a
He's
third
is
goal.
very very close.
Kotoko the
Kotoko
third
scored,
goal.
yeah, Ablo,
Okay, so
Joseph
3-2.
Ablo, yeah.
3-2 at the
Kotoko
Accra
for
Sports
Kotoko.
Stadium. Kotoko 3, Kwara from Nigeria 2. Okay, so that's the analysis on that 2-0 draw between Brighton and Spurs. At the Turf Moor, our favourite man, Ange Postecoglou, took his team Nottingham Forest to Turf Moor to play a 1-0 draw with Burnley. He's yet to get a fair 3 points. Got baptized by Arsenal at the Emirates by 3 goals.
He will win a trophy in the second season. So.
What, the Conference League?
In his second season. But it's Marinakis.
Me, I've said that. I've said that. We'll be here. Marinakis will sack Postecoglou.
That I agree.
In fact,
Careful
it's
what you
going
wish
to
for.
be a very messy relationship.
Yeah,
for
because-
Saxon.
What if it all works?
It wouldn't.
It
can
can
work.
work.
Why are people so?
I know it
I can understand why, but I don't know why people are so convinced that it won't work.
No, I'm not saying it
we
will
know
work.
Ange,
'Cause
we
I'm
know
looking
Ange.
at the circumstances.
We know Ange is super stubborn than the other guy.
Do you think that, Adam, do you think the profile of players he's got, the Forest,
No,
when
he
you look at the
doesn't fit
Forest,
his
We had
play.
we had this discussion yesterday,
Yesterday, right?
and me and y'all were analyzing it, and the Forest team. I don't think the Forest team is set up in a way that is completely optimized to play with the 3 back and nothing else. I think if Ange takes the team and picks players and decides to like arrange well, he can form a team to his mood with how he wants to play football. I think the Forest team is versatile enough. I don't think it's tailor made for a 3-back system.
But have you realized Marinakis wanted a coach who would take the Forest team from where
what Nuno hadn't
been able to reach, because you see they are playing good, but then towards the end of last season, the form dropped and they couldn't achieve the Champions League qualification.
Marinakis is kind of in the same bracket as West Ham, where after they had that trial,
they wanted a step further, but
we had a discussion,
a similar situation.
And I feel like sometimes we go our management, some of the management of these clubs for taking these decisions. I think any club's management who feels like the squad they have and is good and the team can do more than what it's doing right now, they are well within their rights to try and make a change. It's just that if it doesn't work, then it looks so bad.
But be careful what you wish.
Fair enough. But at the same time, if you don't take that risk, you can never know what lies at the other end.
But
So
I think that self-awareness is also very important. So some clubs must understand who they are.
Yeah.
You see, you can't just move from what's the name of the former manager? Nuno's football to end in a year and expect it to work.
Yeah.
It has to be a long-term project.
Expect that the players will quickly adapt to you.
It has to be a long-term if you want to qualify for the Champions League, it has to be like a 3-year, 4-year project, because this is not Forest. This is not, you've not been a top team for a very long time.
Chelsea, you are not Arsenal.
You know,
you see,
so if you're bringing this guy in, then it means that you're giving him time to build a squad that would eventually qualify for the Champions League.
But they are looking at the Newcastle, who has done it 3 times in 4 years.
The Newcastle money that came in.
You understand?
Newcastle went. They got, how much did they buy Isak for?
I think at that time it was 60 million euros.
Yeah,
you know,
very.
Forest has thrown money on players too.
Yes, but have they bought anybody for that amount?
They're not spent like the way Newcastle have.
You understand? So you need to be careful what you wish for. Otherwise, before you realize, you're languishing in the bottom half, and then you're out of the league.
Exactly the point where you are already a bottom table side.
Yeah.
13th, 14th, 15th. A coach takes you to 6th, 7th, and you think all of a sudden you are a big club where you need to qualify for Champions League.
I don't think he's thinking he's a big club. He's thinking, I'm ahead of my time.
No,
I can make it
overachieved.
Like,
We need to
I'm not sure Marinakis saw that they would be competing in Europe.
Fairs. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that after they've gotten to that point now, he sees that why shouldn't I go for more?
So is he punishing Nuno for being successful?
No, I'm not saying that's the right thing, but I'm saying that somebody thinking that way is well within his rights to think that way.
Let's quickly evolve.
If it doesn't work out, then fair.
The Premier League, it does not give you that opportunity to do roots football in modern day football. That's what Marinakis will want to do. Look, the Ghana Premier League approach of football management it does not function in the Premier League. The Premier League takes time, like also is saying, look, you need to have the project in the next 4 years. Where do I want to see this team go? And if you don't plan and take it a step at a time, and you want to be jumping in the Premier League, one jump and somebody's kicking you and you are back in Championship, and then you begin to want to even sell the football club. And
Nuno got Chris Wood scoring goals for fun.
Yeah.
Because it was because of the system that got him scoring the amount of goals he scored
Chris
last
Wood,
season.
30 what?
Chris Wood was not going to take you to Champions League semi-final.
I think
Okay,
Nuno
guys,
was punished
let's move on with the
for being
updates.
successful.
Let's get to the London Stadium. West Ham lost again to Palace by 2 goals
the
to
United
1.
result are chill.
Okay.
The West Ham problem. The West Ham problem is similar to
That's why I
Nottingham Forest.
the same thing. That's the same thing I'm saying.
They may likely become the next West Ham.
They sacked
where
David Moyes, brought in.
You just be sacking managers just for the sake of it because it's not working.
Yeah. Well,
West Ham, they see themselves as, as they should be achieving more than they are.
This notion of the clubs not wanting to take that risk makes me feel like some people feel like some football clubs should remain what they are forever. I don't know if you understand me.
No,
I don't know if you understand me.
I get you perfectly.
So,
but
20 years ago, Chelsea wasn't in these conversations.
Yeah, but what happened?
Like, you understand?
It was money. Like they had.
It's the same
they had
thing
money,
Marinakis is investing.
Okay.
Look,
And
when
he feels
Mourinho
he can take
they
the
were
risk.
buying players for fun. Like they,
Yeah.
you know what they bought is they bought
Yeah.
for
And,
20 million.
and it wasn't just anybody. It
they were
was
buying
like proper, like built players, like top players at their peak.
And I think my own is.
West
But if
Ham,
you,
they are buying average players. You don't expect that those average players become world beaters overnight just because
Yeah.
of the manager.
Yeah,
You know, you need to be self-aware. Like you are like a 6, 7, 8 team.
I agree.
Be comfortable with
Manchester
that.
City.
And,
very
and
Manchester
be
City.
comfortable with that and keep pushing slowly.
Guys,
Not
let's
at
move
Manchester
on.
City.
Let's move on. Let's
Not
move
at
on.
Manchester City.
At the Molineux, Wolves lost to Leeds by 3 goals to 1.
It's normal. Let's move on.
And then
Let's move on.
Semenyo,
I'll take you
sharp,
to,
sharp,
I'll
sharp.
take you to the Crimin Cottage.
That one is normal. It's normal.
Charlie,
Let's move on.
I'll be the one who
No,
who's
no, we have to analyze
Yeah,
it.
there was-
We have to analyze it. So it's normal.
Yeah, so at the Crimin Cottage, it was Fulham 3,
I
Brentford
think
1.
you stayed there for a minute.
And then, so Fulham won by 2 goals to 1, right? And then, at Old Trafford, it was
Now you have
United,
this is the meat. This is the meat now. This is the meat.
United beating Chelsea by
I have a
2
question
goals
for
to 1.
United fans, though. Like,
Yeah.
not just one.
Quick one,
sense,
because we would
generally.
have to activate the phone lines when it's halftime.
Oh,
on
don't
Well,
do this.
I-
It's at 4:30.
uh,
No, it's no. I have to go with.
United fans are happy
When
with
it's
the
halftime.
3 points. Obviously, it's
Yeah.
3 points after a long run. But did United fans? Did you love the performance yesterday?
No, not at all.
But we got the
What didn't you like?
So it's always about the structure.
Mhm.
Yesterday, until we got the red card, you could see we wanted to exert ourselves into the match, but you could still feel that the chances we were getting were not clear-cut chances.
Half chances.
So you could half chances where you need a brilliant finisher
Okay.
to make it work. It got even worse after we got the red card because we also decided to sit back.
Yeah.
But for the fact that Maresca had panicked too early,
It played into the
it
hands.
would have been at best a draw for us yesterday.
Okay, Charles.
I think that yesterday, so the team together, they were fired up for the game after what happened at City and all the chatter around the team. You know, people talking about the coach's job being under scrutiny and all of that. The team, Manchester United, the players, they were overly enthused for this particular game. And so when the red card came, they were not calm enough to take advantage of the one-man advantage that they had. So it was quite frantic. Like even the chances he mentioned, they were not well cooked for a striker to score or for somebody to come on and tap in. I also believe that personnel. I'm wondering why Dogu gets into so many good positions in a game. Like the system puts him in such
I mean,
positions that
if you're operating as a left wing back, you find
Yes.
yourselves in sometimes in a striker's position.
Sometimes you can find
See,
yourself in
but
eight
They have
space.
spaces.
But you see,
Even
it's not just because he's a wing back. It's the system. Like
The system
we play a
too,
lot
okay.
on the left on his side.
Yeah.
So he gets into those positions and he's not able to utilize the chances that he's getting. His crosses are very bad. Usually he doesn't even beat the first man. He gets into positions where he should shoot and then you don't know what he's doing. Once we get that Dogu position, I think sorted, whether he becomes good overnight or maybe just put Diogo Leon there. Let's see
No, it
what
wouldn't
he...
work.
No, I feel work with Leon.
Leon? No, he's too aggressive.
Yeah, but we've not seen him. You see, that's the thing.
That's what you need in that.
We've not seen him try things. You know, don't be
He's
too afraid.
raw. He's
If
too
you're
raw.
comfortable with your system,
You don't
and
like
you want
No,
to
I
persist with
No,
it.
but the team
Try-
needs that kind of player now.
Try some personnel there. Let's do a bit of change because he's had very good opportunities.
Diogo Dalot works better.
Oh no!
He does.
Position.
He's one of the most experienced players in
If
the
you
team.
recall, if you
and he's
recall
actually one of
the
the
goal-
one of the
if you
most
recall the goal Mbomo got against Burnley, he was the one who created the goal.
no, forget
He was the one who did it.
He flatters to deceive. That guy is always making you think that he's a very good player. So he forces the manager
I
to
agree
occasionally
with
play
that.
him. You know,
As for Diogo Dalot, his best attribute is his availability because he
He's
rarely
always
gets
available,
injured.
Shout out to
But
Daniel.
honestly, he's a terrible footballer. Like, so, and then when the red card came, I was like, Casemiro, what have you just done?
I expected.
So when he got the first yellow card, you know, we were watching the game in the newsroom. I said, this guy is going to get sent off. You know, because I mean, they were very excited for the game. They wanted to make a statement.
Too pumped up.
And now the advantage came, so they were too pumped up for it. And then he went into that rush second challenge. I believe that the referee,
yeah, it was
harsh. I mean, it's a
It
foul.
was harsh?
It's a foul. But it's his reputation because it's Casemiro. He gets a yellow card, second yellow card for it, and then it evens up. And then, you know, the Chelsea, technically, they're better than United.
Yeah.
So when it's even like that and they are chasing the game, you can see that they were playing better, and we just had to hang on for the win. And I'm just glad.
Dangerous.
Oh yes,
Very, very.
he's one of the best crossers of the ball.
Yeah.
He's got a very.
That's why I get mad when I find Maresca playing him in that
in the middle.
midfield.
In a double
To do
pivot.
what there?
In a double pivot. Yeah.
To do what?
The manager keeps experimenting. And you don't...
I've told you this thing. That Chelsea's undoing this season will be Maresca overthinking. And then Chelsea's defense, including Mr. Sanchez. Robert Sanchez.
No, but for Gabi, for you, the Chelsea fans, I want to say something very simple, right?
Okay.
Yesterday, I think Casemiro just wanted to give you guys a fair chance. Where after the match, you wouldn't come and say, "Oh, you had 10 men."
Okay.
We wanted you to understand. Oh, fair play. Let's all play 10-10. And we still beat you.
you know.
Okay, fair enough. Well, it's half time. At the Emirates, it's Arsenal 0, Manchester City 1. Yeah. Hey, did I say half time? I very good. Just
A few minutes, a few seconds to halftime.
few seconds, yeah.
We get to halftime.
There was a bit of
But,
a
I mean,
discussion
Harry,
that's prolonged.
Yeah, so I thought it was because I saw Haaland walking. I thought he
Yeah,
was.
a foul happened and there was a little bit of a
Okay.
argument over it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so halftime, when the game ends at halftime, you can call us. Time is yours 0539 986 996 0549 986
Yeah. That's what I
But
told
I'm
you.
not done announcing it.
It's a
that's what I told
halftime. Oh.
Yeah.
But it's not half time.
Ah, well.
People, they are eating like... Charlie, yeah.
answer this one.
Okay, let's talk to our first caller. Hi, anyone are you calling us from?
Hey, Gabi, A.K. Ofe.
Why would you want to AKA my surname? Iman,
Oh.
what's up? You good?
Oh, Bernard, I think watching. How you doing?
I'm calm here.
But Iman, I don't finish the announcement. The number now is how they call.
I mean, it's number for my photo.
Hey, save the number for your photo.
Charlie, talk to me. How are you feeling after the loss to United?
Gabi, you know something? If you are with City FM for more than Charlie, I've been listening to this game since Charlie 2009.
It be so, Charlie. We really appreciate
So,
you.
2009, I don't get the number for my photo. Why are they listening?
It good. Make you progress. If I allow you, you go run your mouth. You might make you talk about the football. How you feel after? You support Chelsea, right? Or you're a United fan?
You what's up?
I'm sorry. So talk to me about the win against Chelsea yesterday.
Two teams won yesterday. Yeah, Manchester United won yesterday, and I went to have some comfort on bed. It was a nice experience. So you see, as for Ruby Amore, see, he's overthinking will be his anything. Will be done for because Charlie, I don't understand. The second half, he complicated everything because when he took on Benjamin Sesko, he could have brought in someone to control the midfield. Because this Ogati, this Caterpillar guy, that he can't even pass the ball. Really, so if he just bring me a player who can like hold the ball like combination. But what do you mean this Caterpillar guy who can even pass the ball? I don't know. See, this Ogati guy, Charlie, like we waste money on him. Because I've not seen anything that he has brought to this United team. I don't understand. So, Charlie, after me, yesterday, I was very, very, very annoyed with the response yesterday. Very honest. See, it was Enzo Maresca who gave us the match by taking off his wingers. His wingers. Because I don't know why he took off his wingers just like that. Because he could have been doing counter-attack. Leave Pedro Neto and Esteban with their pace. See, they could have troubled this United team. I would never, even it was fair against them. Because this is another thing, Charlie. Fair against them, it may be anything. I don't know why he took off Pedro Neto and Esteban at the same time. That was a big mistake he did. You see? And that's what's called Chelsea yesterday. So yesterday it was Enzo Maresca who caused Chelsea the match. Okay. Yeah, it was Enzo Maresca. But it was a bad decision for taking off his wingers at that time. It doesn't make sense to me. Just a man down and you're panicking just like that. World champions, just a man down. Madrid are winning matches with 10 men for more than 4 games now. World champions, so you will be world champion. You have to stand your ground. Just a record, and you're panicking. You are taking off your best players who can grab this United defense that they are not there, and you are getting them off. That's very, very bad teaching by Enzo Maresca. Oh, Charlie.
All right, thank you so much, Iman. We appreciate it. Are you still talking? Iman?
I said, I'm already there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay,
I'm
all right.
already. I'm already. You go get the attack. So make you go.
All right. Okay, thank you so much. 0539-96-996, 0549-96-996. You can call us. Let's get talking. Manchester City have taken the lead against Arsenal with half time. Hi, your name? Where are you calling us from? Hello?
Hello?
Yep, your name, please.
Please, this is Obina.
Chief Obina, what's up?
Oh, cool. What to? Long time.
Yeah. Where you go hide?
Oh, what to? With the job, no. They carry me go, but I'm back for job time. What to know is I count the program upstairs.
Hey, so
I mean yourself, you know.
Yeah. We hear if you keep. Then they call you.
It is true.
It's good to hear from you.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you want to talk about, though? Are you following the Arsenal City game?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to talk about it, or you want to talk about your team?
Yeah. Now the name go turn Chief Obina.
Hello? Chief. Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go to my team. That is Liverpool.
Okay. You beat Everton by 2-1.
Yes. It was not lucky game. We win by hands down, and this year we are going to break the jungle and take back to back.
Hey. Okay. Chief finish. 0539969996. Hi, your name? Where are you calling us from? Hello.
Hello.
Yes, your name. Where are you calling us from, please?
I'm Kobe calling from Semenyo.
Kobe, it's good to hear from you. What team do you support, Kobe?
I just wanted to get an update about Russia, boys. I heard she will be participating in the final.
So it happened in the morning. She failed to clear height of 1.93, so she didn't get onto the podium.
Couldn't even get the medal.
Yes. Yeah, she finished 12th.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she's done well. Thank you so much too. All right, I appreciate it. 0539969996. Hi, and where are you calling us from?
American Day Students SB from Bongo.
Your name be what?
American Day Students SP from
American
Bongo.
Day Students FC.
Yeah.
From Bongo.
From Bongo.
Charlie.
The upper is ready.
Yo, talk to me, bro.
Good evening to you and good evening to your sports crew. I'm a Chelsea fan. My thought is that it was Enzo Maresca that masterminded our defeat. Yes, he's fighting even more than the player. And I do not understand who is in the Manchester United squad that he was fighting to that extent he was able to take out Cole Palmer and our wingers. I think Enzo Maresca, he's a top-notch coach, but he himself do not know that he's a top-notch coach. Good evening to your listeners.
All right, good evening, day students. Thank you so much for your time. Hi, you know where you're calling us from?
Yeah, this is Abi National from
Abi, what's up?
Yeah, put in one.
Yeah, as you said, then you did text onto the show. You've managed to call. What do you want to talk about?
These days, I don't tune in your station. I just came in. I wanted to ask about the Athletic game. I was watching it and the 100 meters, the 4x100. And, Ghanaians were fourth in position. But
yes.
I heard the commentator saying that the U.S. was changing in bottles. There was a mistake. And the commentator was saying that if that's the case, Ghanaians will take the brown medal. I don't know how does it end.
They finished fourth. There was nothing like that. So I'm not sure what.
When I was listening to, because I tuned in another station and the commentator was saying something about the US did a mistake, something like that.
No.
But I don't know.
It didn't happen like that. We finished
fourth. So the fourth position that we take.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But these days your station pop because you don't bring commentary. You don't feel like tuning in. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Abi. Still stick with us, okay? 0549969996. Hi, you know what you're calling us from?
Yeah, hello, David.
Yeah, bro. Your name, please.
Yeah. This is Charles from Medina.
Medina, okay. Charles, what's up?
Yeah, I didn't at the text you, Charles from Medina. What's up?
Oh, yeah. I see. I read all your messages.
Yeah. But Charlie, yesterday match in the it was crazy. It was crazy.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'm here. The Chelsea game, right?
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, I'm a Chelsea fan, but Charlie, I don't know. Sometimes it's like Chelsea since 2013. We always go to Man U and something happens. Yes. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
Yeah, every time something has to happen. Yesterday it rained. I don't know how it has to rain all days. It has to rain yesterday, and see what happened. So it's like man, but I don't understand. It's so frustrating. And then Maresca, you just have a chance. Just do the sums that will help Chelsea. And then see he messes up. And then even look at how when it was 10-10 in the second half, Chelsea had control of the game and could have even won. So it's so frustrating. All right, thank you, Gavin.
All right, thank you so much. 0549969996 0549969996. You can call us and let's get talking. It's the Republic of Football 97.3. Hi, anyone are you calling us from?
Yeah, Gabby, this is Greg. I am calling from Takrade.
Greg.
Yes, Gabby.
Okay, good to have you, Greg. What do you want to talk about?
Gabby, let me greet you and your listeners together with your pundit. Gabby, I want to have a very short on the team's performance yesterday. Yesterday, the result is very disappointing as usual. I am not too worried. Look, last season, after these 5 matches that we played, the teams that we played, that United, West Ham, Fulham, and the other 2, those 5 matches, last season we had 6 out of 15. This time we can show for 8 out of 15. And so it's a progression. It's not a bad result. At the end of the first 5 matches, you have 8 out of 15, which is more than half of the scores. I think it's okay. The team can improve. But Gabby, yesterday, incredibly, I don't know what your friend Enzo Maresca, I don't know whether nowadays he drinks some things or he smokes some things. I think that it needs to be investigated. Because I still can't wrap my head around why he took that rash decision in taking off the ringers of the team when we went down by one man. I don't get it. It is for some of us to believe that you are up there with the big coaches. Sometimes it is hard to manage games. Who has asked Enzo Maresca to go and draw against Manchester United? Who has asked him? Okay. But so yesterday's decision to bring out the entire attacking force of the team and then replace them with these carpenters and masons in the midfield, I don't understand it. It's beyond my comprehension. And I think that, look, the blame should be squarely put on the head of Mr. Enzo Maresca. He did not help matters yesterday, and I think that he can correct all of this, God willing, next week against Brighton. Hopefully, you can come back to Amojo and then win the game and then see where this season goes. So, Gabby, you are doing a good job. I'm watching the Arsenal game too. I think that it's been quite eventful here, and hopefully. I want that game to end in a draw. I think that the two teams have the same strength, and so should it end in a draw, I think I'll be more delighted. Thank you very much, and then keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you. 054996 054996 You can also call us on 0539 986 996. Hi, and where are you calling us from?
I'm Joseph. I'm calling from Bintex.
Your name is Joseph?
Yes.
Okay, bro. What team do you support?
Arsenal.
Okay, so you're watching the game, right?
Is it?
You follow the first half?
Yeah.
What is your take?
Is it?
What do you think about the game? You guys are losing to City. Haaland getting the goal in the 9th minute.
Me, I'm just hoping for them to win, because if they lose, I can't go to school on Tuesday.
Wait, seriously? You can't go to school if your team... Is it?
If I lose, the boys... If you lose, the boys will laugh at me at school.
The boys will laugh at you?
Yeah.
Oh, but how? But it's just a football game. How does that affect you showing up in school? Greg? Joseph. Yeah, Joseph.
Which school?
What school do you go? What school do you attend?
Aquinas.
St. Thomas Aquinas.
Then the boys go laugh you.
Joseph, then with the press Arsenal going, why? Because Monday go be heavy for you. All right, take care, Joseph. 053996 0549 986 996. Interesting caller. Do you have a caller? Yes, we do. Hi, and where are you calling us from?
Hello.
Yes, your name, please.
Please, my name is Montego, calling from Dansoman.
Your name is what?
Montego, calling from Dansoman.
Montego. Yeah. Wow, I see. What team do you support?
United.
Oh, okay. So you're excited.
So the coach is not in.
Is it?
So the coach is not in.
Yeah, he's not around.
Okay.
Mm.
Do you know? Oh, I wanted to talk about our game.
Okay, please go ahead.
You know, we are having a problem with our defense line, and Amorim is trying to be stubborn. We are in the Premier League. In the Premier League, even Pep Guardiola did not play, trying to play 3 back. It was not okay for him, and he changed to 4 back. So we have to change to 4 back, because the 3 back is not helping us at all. Although we know that that's a system, but he has to change it to 4 back. Please, this thing there, I even want coach. Like today, I wanted to talk to Coach Angasa. So that I would talk to him. Last time someone was saying that he was speaking Latin or something last week. So that this time around I will talk in Indian English, because the coach is not what the coach. Amorim is a very good coach. We all know that he's a very good coach. But taking off Sesko was not the idea. He's supposed to take on maybe the wing backs, then bring in another midfielder, so that you like he's going to hold the midfield. But he was trying to play the same formula whilst we are having a mind down. That's why Chelsea was playing all over us. But we wish him the best. I have nothing to say. I wish I was in there so that I can tell him my mind. But I'm not.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, bro. Yeah. Stay calm, yeah? 05399. Your name, where are you calling us from, please?
Yeah, this is Senior Mampam from Choco.
Senior Mampam, what's up? What team do you support?
Oh, I support Chelsea.
Oh.
But I ran to the female team, and I thought after the World Club Championship or the Club World Cup, I think Chelsea will do well. So I came back to the main team, but now I think I have to go back to the female team again. Because what Maresca did yesterday, I think, but even yesterday it was even raining. It was not the sun. I think when the sun hit his head, sometimes you get confused. But yesterday it was rather raining, and he did this mistake for Chelsea to lose this match. 10-10, Chelsea was doing well. So it means when you have your creative players on the field, like Man was just like house of hope for us to win yesterday. But I think I have to go back. If I want to live long, then I have to go back to the female team rather. Because what I saw yesterday, Charlie.
Senior, why you doing this?
I ran the female team to have my comfort, and they were doing everything right. Just that the Champions League, we were not doing well. Even Arsenal, that was not mad to us, were able to win the Champions League in the female team, And I understand. They scored Barcelona, that was tormenting us. But I think I was having my BP was all right at the female team in the the female Premier League, and we were winning it all right. Everything was okay. But I think after a Club World Cup, Chelsea did well, and I came back. But after 4 games, I have to go back to the female team and monitor the male team again and see whether it's time for me to come back or I should stay with the female team for some time. It was what I saw yesterday, Charlie. The man, I think, they should give him time. But I'll stick with the female team and have my comfort for the meantime. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Senior, take care of yourself, okay? All right, 053996 996 0549 986 996. Hi, I don't know where you're calling us from. Hello? Oh, but you don't mention your name where you laugh. Yeah, is that you again?
The guy goes.
Charlie, you've had your turn. Like you called in, you were the first caller. So why you called? You can't laugh somebody. Why have you called back to make fun of someone's statement?
No. I said the rain was falling. He saw like the sun was shining that it would affect his brain. Hey, someone prepared a power. We talk to one another.
Okay, you might make it go to the next caller. Right? You call it, you can't laugh somebody. Bye. 053996 Hi, your name, where are you calling us from?
My name is Bernard. I'm calling from Ashama, New York.
Bernard, what's up? You good?
Oh, you good.
It be so. You did watch the Arsenal Man City game?
No, I've not been watching, but I've been listening to
the analysis, right? Oh, okay.
Yeah, the analysis.
What team do you support, though?
Oh, Manchester United.
Oh, so you're excited?
Oh, I'm excited, but not that excited.
Why are you not too much excited?
Oh, I'm not excited because our coach Amorim, is playing the players out of position. Imagine Bruno Fernandes, typical number 10, and you are playing him as 8. Whilst Kobe Menu is on the bench. You have to play Kobe Menu as an 8, and then push Bruno Fernandes into the 10, and then Sesko 9, and then you go forward. But you are playing Bruno Fernandes out of position. How will the team go on? how will we get the wins that we want? So the coach, left small for the coach, and I'm not sure the coach will. I'm praying that they should sack him earlier before things goes well. They should rather sack the coach because he don't know selection. The coach don't know selection, so they should sack him before things go well. While you are playing Bruno Fernandes out of position and Kobe Menu is on the bench, typical number. We don't have any typical number 8 apart from Kobe Menu. You don't have any typical number 8 apart from Kobe Menu. You are playing and Kobe Menu is on the bench. How? Thank you, boss.
All right, thank you so much. We'll take our final 2 callers and then we'll get back to the game. We'll wrap up at 5:30. That's when the game ends. Hi, your name, where are you calling us from? Hello, your name, where are you calling us from?
Yeah, this is Kwame. Thank you so much.
Kwame, all right, talk to me. What do you want to talk about?
That I want to talk about Mayu is killing us.
Can you turn down the volume of your radio set for me and talk to us?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
I want to talk about Mayu. Mayu, the coach is not good enough. Amorim, the Premier League is too tough for him. I don't think he will succeed at Mayu. Today, coach Christopher Limley is not around.
Yes, please, he's not.
Chelsea, the coach, he didn't do well at all. This coach should have let Chelsea win the match. They do sack Amorim. Amorim is not good enough for Mayu. What he's doing there, I don't see United. Even top 8, United can't be fast.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, so,
Gabi.
Yes.
Good evening.
Hey, your name, please.
I'm Ima, calling from Amamole.
Okay, Ima, talk to me.
Yeah, first of all, I know the transfer window is closed, but I would like to know what necessitated Diaz move to Bayer, if you can educate me. So, because I don't know the reason why he left Liverpool.
You don't know why Diaz left Liverpool?
Yeah.
Well, at a point, players would like to make moves because of a lot of factors. Maybe not getting enough playing time. He's not in the coach's plans. So it was a lot of factors.
Oh, okay.
Liverpool
I thought maybe... Okay, I thought he was pushed out by the management team.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Then my second issue too is the same transfer about Maguire for Crystal Palace.
Maguire,
thank you very much. Thank you for the correction.
You're welcome, bro.
Yeah. I really don't know. Is he going as a free agent for January?
Well,
free play.
When the season ends, his contract with Palace expires, right? Yeah, so he becomes a free agent. The latest I saw from him is that he says he now prefers a move to Madrid instead of Liverpool. Oh. So let's see what will happen when the season ends.
Okay, that is at the end of the season, but not this January.
No. At the end of the season.
I mean, clubs that want to go for him early too can make an attempt in January.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You get it?
Because I get it. But defense is still leaking. Because 2-0, leading at 2-0.
Are you a Liverpool fan? Are you a Liverpool fan?
Yes.
So you want Gahey to come to your team, eh?
Exactly.
But you guys started the discussions with 3. Palace wanted 4. Palace wanted 45, right?
45, yeah.
45 million, but you guys were sticking with 30 and 31 and 32.
Liverpool felt that the amount of time left on his contract and all of that,
he was not worth.
45 was too much.
It was too much.
Exactly. That is what I also I'm aware about. Because the defense is too leaking, Gabi. I mean, I really don't know why. Liverpool's defense is too... You see, you can score more and concede almost the same goals you scored. I mean, why? I really don't get it, Gabi. It always gives me headache. I just don't know. As for January transfer window, in fact, they have to sit up and then get players for that. I mean, for the defense, to back up the defense. Kokonate and Van Dijk, no. Sorry. That is my little contribution. I mean.
All right, thank you so much. Let me just update some substitutions that have happened in between that Arsenal-Man City game. Just a quick update on that. Okay, let me talk to my caller. Hi, where are you calling us from?
Hello, I'm Rans calling from Maguna Sodro.
Rans, talk to me, bro.
Charlie Gabi, or this one, the numbers, the information I'm well. Charlie, how I struggle before I get a number.
So I for take my time, eh?
Charlie, if take your time.
Okay.
Charlie,
I don't mention how fast, eh?
Charlie, you don't mention how fast. If you take your time.
I appreciate it. I go take my time.
Charlie, I be United fan. I won't talk that Maureen something. Charlie, the guy, and he
talk
some. Good, you know, be good. We don't know in this one. He check like he be good. You know, be good. Charlie, you know the scene in top. But the Bruno Fernandes out of position, no. Check like at the bad him small. The man, if you see the United midfielders name, check like them all. They don't know how to pass ball. Omu no master. Omu to me pass the football. No. If he ask Bruno Fernandes no to me pass the ball, no crazy. As I the bad guy, the man they playing him as that 8, you know. Think when you DMB and call Papa Katanka, United ever fat. Bruno Fernandes, they play him out of position. Check like I know they agree with them small. That be how me I see them.
It be so. Charlie, I appreciate you, yeah. All right. Let me just do a quick update. The two teams have made some subs on the part of City. Pep has younged off Kushanov. He's brought on Matheus Nunes. When you go to Arsenal, it's 2 changes for the Gunners. So Mikel Arteta introducing Bukayo Saka and Eberechi Eze taking off Mikel Merino and Starboy Noni Madueke. Yeah, so Charlie, check like Madueke the seat up. Guys, I think that's the point we're making. Maxwell, you were talking about Mikel Merino. He clearly did not add anything to Arsenal's attacking whatever.
At all. And you can see Eze already in. He's been able to get 1 or 2 shots. And Arsenal is getting a PTSD of what happened against PSG last season in the Champions League semi-final.
Yeah.
Because it was Donnarumma who was the undoing, especially in the second leg at the Parc des Princes.
Yeah.
Right? They are realizing why he's the best goalkeeper in the world, especially when it comes to shot stopping. However,
Trossard on the left, Saka coming in to take his favorite spot.
Yeah.
So, Adam, you have been a big fan of Eze being played through the middle.
Yeah.
And that's what Arteta has done.
It suits him best. I don't think he's the best runner, the person who can take people on in terms of playing the ball ahead of them and getting ahead of them, getting to the byline and whip. He doesn't. To me, he's much better off when he can see the play.
Yeah.
And he can thread in passes and he can take shots off. And I think when he's in the middle, when he plays as a 10 and he's plays centrally, he has the players in front of him, so he can do that more often.
Yeah.
So I just like him in that mode more. I think he offers any team he plays for more when he's played in that vein.
There's something that not to cut you. There's something that I've realized. It happened in the United game as well. How is Haaland being a defender?
Yeah,
and he's dropping back.
Yes.
Clearing the ball and then chasing after it.
Yes, it's
last season he was not doing that.
He wasn't doing these things last season. Yeah,
you should see that clearance one.
But there was a corner, so he was in the box to defend the corner.
I think Pep counts on his height to also add to that advantage.
Because Arsenal have big guys.
But Arsenal they've started the second half
very well,
quite well.
Yeah.
I think the changes have given him some impetus, but there is the outlet for Man City whenever they are pegged back, which is Doku.
Mm-hmm.
He's made some very brilliant runs in this second half. The one that led to the Haaland chance. Haaland should have just squared the ball.
I thought Haaland should have squared that,
decided to shoot. But of course, he's a striker, you know. You don't expect them
I don't even think he saw Foden's run.
I think he saw him.
He saw him
in the corner with the corner of his eye, but just decided to take the shot. And the goalkeeper made the save. City should have been just 2 goals up already. But it looks like it will be a very good second half. I'm hoping that Arsenal can score so that we'll have...
You see the difficulty with trying to be a team which is very dependent on set pieces.
Yeah.
When you are found out, you don't really have another option.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they don't really have the chance to execute their normal style of taking the corner kicks because...
I mean, that's
City is
Donnarumma,
closing all the spaces. Then you have
Donnarumma is not Onana for you to
what's our second
you
coach?
know, he's a big guy.
Bayende. He's not
Bayende. He just be standing and watching the ball.
But like Jorgensen did yesterday when Reece James tried to clear the ball.
The same. Jorgensen they were all standing watching the ball.
Yeah. I think City, if you compare the two sides, and which has been excellent in the chance creation around the penalty zone, I feel City have been solid. Like he said, Arsenal have just been one way, not able to. And this is the point where I think Victor Gyökeres has been used less.
I said this exactly after we
watching this game.
Yeah,
it seemed to produce that which.
Yeah, I think what I've also realized in the second half is that Arteta has now allowed Calafiori to invert.
Yeah.
And when Arsenal are with the ball, so you find Zubimendi dropping deep to join Gabriel and Saliba, which gives them more like a back three shape. Then you have Calafiori inverting, adding more. So it means that he will join. Who is in the midfield there with him? That it would be. I mean, he's young. He's young Dove Mikel.
Yeah.
So Rice. So Zubimendi and Rice in the midfield. And I don't know how that would work out for him because Eze now is that creative outlet. It has to.
And what he's also done is that because there is Saka who can take players on 1v1, it means Eze is meeting the second balls exactly at the 18-yard box area, where if it bounces back, he hits it.
He can take a shot off.
Yeah.
But has that really worked up to perfection?
He got one.
He's had a shot.
He got one really good shot that
saved by Donnarumma.
I think the shotstopper in the shotstopper is
Donnarumma,
very brilliant.
Yeah, you for do more work, not be buying the way.
Or Robert Sanchez.
Yeah.
But you can see that Arsenal in the past few years, they put a lot of work in their set pieces. And
Oh.
And they've created a few half chances with these set pieces.
Well, let's see. Because second half, I think Arsenal have been good.
But Arsenal wants to get the next goal in the game. It's to tilt the momentum in their favor.
They have to. I mean, if City score on the break,
that's the risk.
It's game over. And you see, they have that very good outlet in Doku. You know, they just have to give the ball to him. Looks like every time he has the ball, he's going to do something with it.
But Charlie, guys, have you seen the spaces Haaland is occupying?
Yeah.
He's on the back line.
He's almost like a third centre back.
Charlie, what's Pep doing? This is a proper
he's got a bit of pace, Haaland himself, hasn't he?
No, I like what both managers are doing.
Yeah, and with Doku, now Arsenal would have to fetch for them half spaces, in between the lines that City is trying to put
guys,
behind.
I tell you what, the entire 10 players are
and
they are walking.
Man City team defending a
see the point I was making earlier about Pep moving away from
I've never seen this from Pep before.
All his players are behind the ball.
And there's a PL. The PL gives you this opportunity to want to do this. And one missed pass or one pass gone wrong, or if it does, then it exposes you. Then you also have to quickly get back in shape, Arsenal, isn't it?
I think he understands the set piece threat of Arsenal. And so every time he has an opportunity to have Haaland in the box, he will have him in the box to defend those set pieces.
Well, I would love to hear from Pep after the game on some of these things.
These little tweets.
He's not somebody who is you can link these things to.
This is more like a Mourinho
approach.
Antonio Conte vibe.
and Arsenal have had 33 touches in the box.
Yeah, speaking of that, speaking of those stats, let me just run. So the XG now for Arsenal is more than City's. It's now 0.73. That of City is 0.65. Ball possession, Arsenal have 69, City have 31. Shot on target, Arsenal have had just 2, City have 3. Big chances is 1 apiece. Corner kicks, Arsenal have got 8 corner kicks.
Wow.
City have just 1. So the expected goals, like I said, it's gone for Arsenal after that second half performance they put up. So it's now 0.73. So it means that if any of the two sides is to get a goal, it should come from.
They are now camped in
the Gunners.
The risk with that is that if City is sitting back, if you try to flood their own box and then they get you on the counter,
they have Haaland, they have Doku, with blistering pace.
And he exposes
But I mean, this is just what Arsenal they have to do to be able to get back in the game because.
So why didn't you start from minute 1?
That's football.
That's the question a lot of Arsenal fans ask sometimes in games like this with Arteta's approach.
He brings another defender.
Sometimes he could have started the game in a positive manner and not have his team in some positions.
So you think that it was possible to calm City in their own house?
If there's any version of City he can go at, it's probably
your man looks
the version of City in the last 2 years.
He looks what?
Desperate.
He knows he's playing against Arteta. Who knows him? Who knows him?
Is he taking off Bernardo Silva?
Foden.
So he's brought on Nathan.
Yeah, I think more defenders.
Another defender.
Because he realized Arsenal press. He appreciates the Arsenal press, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And he knows that, for Ellen to drop that deep and do them kind of responsibilities, he would need, a player who would do that and allow Ellen closer to.
That's a back five. Watch.
That's what I'm saying.
So Matheus Nunes.
So watch
Ruben
Ellen.
Diaz.
Watch Ellen now.
Josko Vardiol. And
you see now Ellen has moved.
O'Reilly. Yeah. So
Ellen has moved.
Yeah. Haaland has stuck. So it's now a 5-4-1. If you want to go with the current shape you are seeing.
Absolutely.
For Manchester City.
And he's lucky enough to have the best striker in the league. He doesn't really have to worry when the ball gets to him.
So it will limit Arsenal's, balls in that area of City a little bit, because then the defense or the defense line doubles and you would have to go wide occasionally and try and see if you can, and that's it. If the break,
so this
if
is
it happens
Charles talks about Doku.
But he would even
try
get
and
a
weave
free
his
kick
way
for it for nothing at all.
He's got a free kick. Got a free kick after that.
Well, interesting chess play from two managers.
He's on something.
He should be investigated.
It's a palace.
Okay. Well, yeah. So 68 minutes. Just bringing you some more updates from the Emirates. Let me just let's hop on a jet and go around the various venues. I think some of the games have ended. We'll come back and look at that Arsenal game against Manchester City. Let's start off from. Should we start from the GPO?
Allow them.
They should do their things over there.
No.
Let's it's an update. So, so for GPO, Ediana nations are playing goal. That's 90+1. This is what Charles doesn't like about it.
Yeah, like we have a goal scoring problem, and I think that we have to admit it.
I also playing a 1-0 draw with Carella.
Football game that goalless 1-1, okay. Like 1-0.
Let's get to France.
It's the same thing happening.
Auxerre and Toulouse 1-0. Auxerre with a red card. Le Havre 1-0 with Laurent. Monaco 4. Metz 2. Wow. Okay. In Germany, Bayer Leverkusen, beating Mönchengladbach. Yeah. And then in the Italian Serie A, Fiorentina are taking on Cesc Fabregas' Como. It's 1-0. So these days, Tariq Lamptey plays for.
I think you should take a little look at the goal scorers in the Monaco game.
Yeah. I think we should. There's somebody.
Ansu Fati has his.
A brace. Yeah. Well, he's done what?
A brace.
Actually.
Oh, I see. Monaco, the forgotten man.
The forgotten man has hit a brace.
Okay. Let's get to Spain. Elche will take on Real Oviedo. Later tonight, Barca are in action, right?
Yeah, against Getafe.
Getafe. Okay, that should be a good game. Yeah, so that's the update.
Getafe like 4-0.
Do you know who coaches Getafe?
That's the update. They don't care who's coaching who.
Do you know Bordelas?
They don't care. Barca, they don't care.
Gabi, have you met Bordelas?
Barca is gotten one of the best coaches.
But I mean, that's a game
Let's
should win.
Let's get to the Ghana Premier League. There is a goal from Doma. Diana leaving it late. I thought it was 90+1, but how is the time going to 87?
I tell you, magic happens in Doma. Doma is a
it was my eyes initially.
Doma, no worry. It's just that you said we don't talk about locally. But
it's not 90+1.
Don't worry, Doma. I told you. It is Doma that I told you that a footballer, somebody goes into a footballer and the player who was fouled was rather yellow carded. And he said, referee, so no charm. I was like, don't joke.
Hey, well, yeah, so that's it with the GPO, yeah. So, well, Ediana taking a lead against Nations FC. At the Emirates, it's still Arsenal 0, Manchester City 1, 71 minutes done. Pep coming up against his mentee. So, mentee versus mentor. Mentee and Mikel Arteta. Pep is the mentor. Facing off again. So 1-0. Haaland with his 5th goal.
See, they're making it super difficult for us.
Yeah. It's now a pack the bus edition for you.
Yeah. I told you, it's
for
about
Man City.
see, in football, I always say this, that for strikers who are able to create spaces for, like they have good runs, yeah? So they create spaces for other attackers to penetrate, to find those spaces and score. They are very brilliant, they're super brilliant strikers. You look at what City is doing now. Is Joker still in the game?
That's true. I'm not saying
if he's still in the game, it's a problem. We need to be seeing his runs, you know.
No. So I think so. You see, it's because of how City have set up now. They're now lined up on the edge of their own box. They have all their men back defending the ball.
Yeah.
So it's difficult for Arsenal to find the spaces. Now they have to make use of the width and be able to create space there and whip in crosses for their striker. That is not something they're doing. They want to still find the pocket of spaces in between the midfield and the back line and be able to create chances.
But
it's not working.
Gyökeres is also good in the air. So
Yes, so that's what I'm saying, that you need to get the ball wide and
Sending
whipping
crosses.
crosses.
But you can't also overcommit all your players as Arsenal, because you know Haaland if he gets the
Haaland
ball.
and Doku. There's a threat of the transition there.
You see, this is what, and I go into that controversial argument.
That's a good pass from Trossard.
You're not playing against.
That's why he brought on another defender. Look,
But it was a good pass.
No, listen. I go into that controversial argument. This is a party game.
Thomas Partey?
Yeah.
Line breaking passes.
I'm telling you.
Or hits one from like a 25.
I'm telling you,
yards.
from a 25. And it is exposing City big time.
Zubimendi doesn't give us now that.
Oh, no.
No, he doesn't. He's a different profile to Partey.
Well, we saw him do that against in their last game.
Nottingham Forest. Yeah, he can hit one when he
Partey-
needs to.
I mean, yes.
Partey is a
Do
consistency.
you know that Ugarte can score
Screamers.
Long
the
way,
goal
the long
Zubimendi
shot.
scored last weekend, but it's not his
You
special.
see, Donnarumma.
No, the Donnarumma
presence
guy alone. No, Charlie, the guy is a beast.
I mean, that's why City went all out. I mean, his total package he was asking from United was around 135 million pounds, and it's why United didn't go 130 million pounds. It's why United didn't go in for him. And you listen to the president of PSG, and he's a big earner in that club, and performances like this is why he was calling for more money, and he had to move out because they were unable to meet his demands. Now he comes into a team that's ready to spend. Look, this team is in discussions with the league, trying to beat down whether you overpaid for somebody, whether did you, and they don't care.
You mean the 115 charges?
Absolutely. But they are still in the space, getting players who are very good. And look, what's your asking price? This is it. Okay, we are ready. Come and play for us.
I mean, I think they saw an opportunity to have one of the best goalkeepers of this generation, and they just went for it. I mean, if Donnarumma is available, you have to find a way and make the deal.
If he's available, you make the deal.
You make a deal. I mean, you have to. And this is what teams like United used to do. Under Fergie, United would have gone for a player like that.
Yeah, true.
Remember when we signed Van Persie?
True.
He was available, and we saw that. Yes, I mean, this is the guy that can get us 20 goals, 25 goals a season for us to win the league. And Fergie went and got him. City, they are that kind of team now, and they can make those deals. Unfortunately, we can't.
We are not in position to.
Let me read some messages.
I think United have moved away from that, kind of, or that approach of getting in top players. The last time they tried with Edson Cavani, they tried with what's the name of the guy? Ibrahimovic.
Guys, there's an update. Haaland has been younged off by Pep.
That's true.
He's brought on. He gives Pep a hug. I think Pep is talking.
He's limping,
he's
so
excited.
I think it's an injury thing.
He's brought on Nico Gonzalez.
I think you took your knock. You don't think?
Nico. So
what? This is strange, though.
So who would be playing? Who has to
the
occupy
player?
the
The
number
player
9
himself wanted.
Yeah, he wanted to go off.
Oh, you go with Doku now as his the man to lead the attack. Well,
But think about it. Who is deputizes for Haaland?
Nobody.
Marmoush, but he's hurt.
Marmoush.
But he's not fit.
But even Marmoush, there was
he's like a winger.
Yeah.
Marmoush can play as a 9. Marmoush can play
Soccer
across
player.
the forward.
He played
line,
in those positions a couple of times for Frankfurt.
He can play across.
Well, there's a feed goal for Monaco in the French Ligue 1. So yeah, the guy is keeping tabs on them. the French league. Huh?
No, it's not. It's not being.
Let me read some messages. We'll take a second break and then we'll come back and finish up. This one says, "Hi guys, nice show. Gabi, the joy you feel when you read the messages from ladies." But no ladies.
But no ladies. There was one lady, but I don't think he even realized. Yeah. There was one lady who said a message.
Area lawyer, why they do me so?
Area lawyer, me for
I think I noticed it too.
Yeah.
Oh, Charles.
You noticed the excitement? Oh, Charlie.
I don't even see any ladies in the text. We can proceed. Randy from Medina says, Uncle Cass really, is it Maresca? Yeah. I think he wants to say Maresca. Really destroyed the generational thumping Man United were about to give. Okay, Chelsea. Guys,
Casemiro.
Okay, yeah. Guys, says Arsenal forfeited a team to basically compete with the likes of Liverpool, Chelsea, United and City. So if Arsenal are losing to these teams who only keep them away from the title, I cannot understand why further strengthening the team that they keep losing. It's nauseating watching them. You box the other teams well in the last 3 seasons, and only teams that kept you away from the title for 3 years, you're still struggling after all the investment made. I honestly think this Arsenal team is just a basket with holes beneath. It's not worth supporting them going forward. Oh, Paul. Okay. Tell the Chelsea fans that Sekaya anu ewu kra etumi twa etumi twa etumi ntwa hwe kra enye kontom
Sekaya anu ewu kra no etumi ntwa hwe no enye kontom
So United as Sakra.
Kwesi Japan. Okay, for someone. All right. Mikel Arteta shouldn't have started Mikel Merino. Can you please tell me what Merino offers in midfield when you have Eze and Iwaneri on the bench? Crunchet from Ankoma from Spentex. Okay. You can also text us 05499696. We're taking a second break.
Time with the numbers.
Okay, 0549 986 996.
That was like you moving from say 90.
Yeah, I'm taking my time.
And let's
go for a quick
60.
break. Yeah,
let's
go for a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap up the last. Let me see, about 20 minutes of the game, and it's a wrap. find us at City Sports GHA on X at City FM. And we are live on Channel 1 TV as well. I am Gabi Affair in studio with Kelvin Edem Kai, Maxwell Kojo Nyagamago, and Bernard Abeku Orchard. Charles Owusukumi also joined in. And you can also send in your thoughts on the WhatsApp line 0549 986 996. That's the WhatsApp text line. 4 minutes to hit 90 at the Emirates. It's still Arsenal 0, Manchester City 1. Erling Haaland with a goal for Manchester City, his feet. So 5 goals in 5 games. And Manchester City have just done another substitution, taking off O'Reilly and brought on John Stone. So Pep's substitutions.
He's not done.
Yes,
he's not done. He's just introducing Semenyo.
I like how you put it. He's not done. It's not done.
Wow. So
that's another trouble.
He's taking off what? Jeremy Doku. Brought on Savinho.
Like for like.
Yeah. So that's trouble. That's trouble.
To finish off the last 4 minutes.
That's trouble. It's like just cleaning. It's like you have troubles and you take the S off. You still have trouble.
Mikel Arteta too has brought on who? Martinelli, right?
Oh, he's been missing also.
Charlie.
He still counts on the fact that he might be able to peg Arsenal on the counter, and Savinho can help with that. Then Stones just reinforce the defensive stability at the back, because if he can't get another goal, he would just like to close out with this one goal. I think it's been a funny game. City has seen less than 40% of the ball across the game.
They don't care. They don't care. They
care
about the points.
Yeah, it's interesting because usually Arsenal have used tactics like this to beat some teams, including City themselves. Including City themselves. So it's just funny that Pep has adopted that today to and it almost looks like he's getting the 3 points of Arteta. I want to hear what Arteta will have to say in the post-match presser.
He has no right to complain. he doesn't. He doesn't have the right to complain.
Well, 87 minutes. Some more minutes to hit 90, and then we'll see how many minutes we do for extra time. Then it will all be over at the Emirates.
Am I surprised? No. I feel it's a manager who decided to learn. It's a manager who decided to listen to people he's brought around him. I mean, under Jurgen Klopp, with Lenders, they didn't have that defensive thinking.
Yeah.
I date back to Pellegrini with Manchester City, with Kolo playing, and they knew how to blend in that defensive fold with the offensive duties.
I think we saw same too under Mancini.
A little bit of that also under Mancini as well, and he eventually won them the league, didn't it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, if Pep is listening to these guys around him, it's a bit of
awesome mistake.
Yeah, it's a bit of saying that, look, we need to learn how to defend us. So we know we have offensive strength. And other clubs are learning that and maneuvering ways around us.
Pep Guardiola is dramatic.
This is why I need Jose in this league. I need Mourinho in this league.
What's he doing?
I just need Mourinho in this league.
Mourinho to be dragging people's nose and doing all sorts of things like he was doing.
Dragging the nose. Pep is just blowing kisses. And this league needs dramatic managers. Like I see Luis Van Gaal demonstrating how a player went down. And he has his foul right, under his arm, and then he goes down with his foul. Like he just goes down.
Thomas Tuchel and Conte handshake.
The league needs that. The league needs that. So, I mean, it's all good that Pep is listening around and doing the needful. You don't always have to play good football. You don't always have to be scoring 6 5s and 3s and 4s, to win games. It's still 3 points. The goals, they are important when you meet the mid-table or those under. So it's good. It will be boring. It will be boring for us because there will be one-way traffic. Oh, watch this.
No,
you can't.
Defender is getting.
It's just Kovadia is reaching.
Watch the manager. Watch the manager. Did you see Arteta?
He's not supposed to do that.
Yeah. He's not supposed to. He's outside his manager's box.
He's just behaving like somebody.
Jose Mourinho.
somebody in Ghana here who lost it and just went onto the pitch to do also.
Otuado.
I didn't mention him.
You see, when you play this way and then you don't get the clear-cut chances, and the defense of your opponent is as strong as City right now, you get to force mistakes. You don't have to exert pressure.
Yeah.
They don't have to do anything at all. You make the mistakes yourself.
Well, let's see if Arsenal can actually make it.
And it's just 7 minutes of added time.
Added time, wow.
7 minutes
7 minutes is a lot too. It's a lot in
not
football.
just though. 7. I've seen
I'm sorry, my bad.
that club that wears white in Spain score goals in 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
I like how
This-
you put it. It makes you sound like a direct enemy. Like, you know, that's fine.
2 minutes. Anything can happen.
How is Man City so secure when it comes to Arsenal taking corner kicks? I can't relate as a United fan.
I don't think I remember
Because you have
Arsenal have these number of corner kicks.
because you have Aite Bayandir, they have Donnarumma, and that's the difference. It's super clear. You know, because you realize at a point Arsenal want to do it the banana way of just kicking the ball straight towards the goalkeeper, and he has his firm grip on the ball anytime it's coming into those areas.
In fact, Tignani Reinders is a very good ball carrier.
Yeah, really, really good.
City have a number. Doku
Very
also
good.
does
He's a
that.
very good
Unless you
ball
bring him down and win a foul. I think Semenyo on a good day too is a very good carrier, of the ball. You know, that's a bit of
What's a pass?
That's a really good pass.
What a pass! Oh my goodness! What a goal!
Arsenal have equalized.
That's
boy!
Martinelli.
What a look from Gabi Martinelli! I'm stunned too. Oh boy!
That's super crazy. And Adam said it.
Look at that pass again.
It was coming.
Yeah.
Look, I told you that's what they were missing in the game when I mentioned that Thomas Partey bit inside, and that's long ball to clear about 5 or 6.
Who plays that pass? Who
Yeah,
plays
you have to take a look at it again. But that was really smart finish by Martinelli. Look,
He knew the goalkeeper's
idea. He saw
presence.
Donnarumma coming. Just has to.
Donnarumma is 6'6", right?
Yeah,
6'6", and he sees that 6-footer coming and goes like, "Look, I need to be brilliant on this ball."
Look at that pass again. Started from Bukayo Saka. Takes it to
It's Eze.
Eze.
It's Mr. Eze.
Eze, he's onside.
Boy, Eberechi Eze. What a pass from Eze.
Watch Eke.
Just
Eke keeps
Martinelli
him
steals himself in
Eze
between
plays
what three.
centrally. Eze gives you that.
Yeah, steals
Yeah, you
himself,
mentioned
finds
that
himself
Adam.
in
Adam
the middle
mentioned
of
that.
3 City defenders: Josco Vardiol,
He was even going down.
Nathan Ake, and Marcel Nunes,
That's a
And
nice
I feel
ball.
that the
and just
goalkeeper,
lobs the ball over the goalkeeper.
the goalkeeper feels hurt.
No.
You know, I feel he's disappointed. He
It's
came
the
out.
pass. It's the pass. The pass deceived him.
Well calculated.
The pass made him think that he could
He's able to get to the ball.
Yeah, he could get there, but it just puts it at a nice place for Martinelli. That's a class pass.
1-1
And even
Arsenal.
classier
1-1.
finish for Martinelli.
Well, game on, listeners. Game on. Arsenal
No,
won. Manchester City
You
won.
recall Adam was mentioning that
There will be a goal from Arsenal.
he was
Off
mentioning,
air, I was saying I think Arsenal will nick it. Off air, when we went for the break, I think Arsenal will nick that goal at the end. And as he played, these are the kind of things. If Eze is playing on the wing, he can't play that pass.
Yeah.
He sees the play in front of him. He just lays the pass, and Martinelli does the rest. I think Martinelli.
And to think about it, the pass really came from deep.
It came from deep, really deep.
Yeah, I mean, around the
Arsenal
center
have the
circle, the
chance
part
to
in
win.
Arsenal's half,
Yeah.
is where the ball came from, and you see, it's forcing City out. It's forcing City out.
Arsenal
wow.
have the chance to win it.
Arsenal can go ahead and win it if they are crazy enough.
Well, there's 3 more minutes.
Oh, Eze is a fine footballer. I
Wow,
tell
that was
you.
a nice
Yeah,
first touch.
I used to play like that.
Oh, stop this! Stop it!
Oh, but I used to play like
No,
that.
stop
Why
it!
are you
stop
watching
it.
my face? Am I supposed to jump to your
Answer
defense
or
or something?
support?
Yeah, you have
Don't
to
do it.
defend me.
Don't do it! Don't do it!
They don't believe me.
Don't do it! Don't do it!
Well, anyway, 3 minutes at the Emirates. Arsenal still want to win it at the death. Is Arsenal 1, Manchester City 1, and guys, you should see Bernard and Maxwell and Adam watching. Like the poster on YouTube is just.
It's about. I'm trying to figure out where City will get it right this time, because
Nah,
see-
that
you see-
pass.
Oh boy, that was sweet.
That
That
pass-
was really.
The pass
Look,
brought him forward.
Donnarumma can't do anything about this. It's a tailor-measured pass
The pass made him think that
from
he could
Eberechi
get
Eze.
it. Nice pass.
You
Really nice pass.
like calculated. I'm sure he's read the
But
distance
it's
between.
not game over. It's why I'm quite. I look at how City have mastered their defensive mechanisms in this game and gotten it right up until the 90
Yeah.
plus 4 minute.
Yeah.
You know, to unlock them. Will Arsenal be able to do same and fetch for that important point in this game? You know,
Is a
wow.
counter attack.
Arsenal can win it.
Arsenal can win this if they are. I
Ball
said,
with
if-
Martinelli now.
No.
He's
not winning it.
Matheus Nunes. Look at Teta.
Look at
Very
Teta.
animated on the
Yeah.
touchline. Can't help it. 1 minute to hit 97, and then it's all over the Emirates. Arsenal
then,
1, Manchester City 1.
The red
Share
guys on
points.
Merseyside will be looking at this and smiling. Cause
Yeah, they like this result.
Yeah, they like this result.
Look at Eze. He drops deep again. He receives the ball then, and I feel.
Why is no one making the run?
What?
Yeah.
Someone should be making a
and he
run.
was waiting for that to.
He was
to
waiting
give-
for the run, yeah.
to give the ball, to push the ball out front. I feel it's ending at 1-1.
Okay, one final chance.
For City, I don't think it will be
Nah,
happening.
I don't think City will
It
push
finishes.
for a goal.
It finishes at 1-1 because it's.
They don't have their focal points, so Haaland is no longer on the field. So I don't think.
You know,
yeah,
Just
they-
keep the ball.
Yeah, they'll just keep the ball for the
Yeah,
draw.
It's ending at a draw. I mean, it's a good game from two very good tacticians. I feel City would look at this to be their last chance to try and see if they can win it.
Even
But
Arsenal
Arteta
doesn't want the win.
No,
He's-
I
he's
think
been-
Arteta is slowing the pace of the game down. This
He's
change
bringing
is really-
Mosquera at
it's-
97.
Look, it's just really not needed. It's just it's game
Totally.
management we call it. It's game management.
I make
The
that
player
well.
on field will delay a bit. The referee will try and call his attention. He will pretend as if he's running, slow down a bit. It takes time off. Yeah, and I feel every brilliant manager needs to be doing some of these things.
So Mosquera is on for who?
So what if they concede now? For
He's bringing in
Zubimendi.
a top
Zubimendi,
player. He's a
okay.
top player. He's a top player. Look at his height. That's of Saliba. In same height
What
range.
if they concede now?
That's why he brought in the height.
Well, let's see what City can do with this free kick. Okay, Arsenal have cleared their lines.
Does it.
Referee should get to the whistle any moment from now. If he ends like this, Arsenal are second on the table with 10 points.
10 still?
Yes, 10
11.
points. 10 points.
Are they on 9 initially?
Yeah.
Already a 5-point gap.
Yes, between
Them and Liverpool.
Liverpool, yeah.
And Bournemouth, 4th, Spurs.
Yeah,
there.
so goal difference just separating the three teams. So Arsenal, Spurs, and Bournemouth.
I now guess why Abeko was saying that Bournemouth will not be mad at the results.
Yeah.
So after
But-
match week
but-
5,
but
they are,
the point
they
I
are,
was trying
they
to
are
make
fourth
is
on the table.
They push for a win to the game against Newcastle and they are second.
Yeah, they would have been. They would have what 12 points.
Yeah. So
12 points. Yeah. So is it over?
No, it's
Okay, not yet. Let's see.
I think everyone literally is on his feet at that side of the stands.
I think this ends in a draw. City will try and look longer.
Let's see. I mean, 1 minute in football is like 90 minutes. So anything can happen. Liverpool have experienced it at the hands of.
No.
It's Barca rather experienced it at the hands of Liverpool in the Champions League.
Yup.
Bayern
And
have
even
Okay, so
even
that's
Inter.
at the hands of
That's
Man
it, that's it.
United.
Yeah. Well, so it's all over. Arsenal 1, Manchester City 1. Point shed. 1-1. Pep shaking Mikel Arteta. I'm sure there will be a lot of things. running
Martinelli is looking like a super sub this season.
Watch Donnarumma's height.
he did same in the Champions League, right?
Yeah,
He came
yeah,
on from the bench
yeah.
and
he played a bit
was
more
athletic.
centrally when he came on in that game, similar to today. He played a bit more centrally.
yeah. So it's all over.
You record this the fixture that had Haaland tell
Mikel
Arteta
Arteta
to be humble.
To
Be
be
humble, be
humble,
humble,
yeah.
hey, be humble.
and now he has his arms around some of the players. You know, this is what football brings, isn't it? It's just for the game. Sometimes it brings a bit of tension and all of that, and disrespect and what have you. But I mean, I'm sure City is okay with the point. Arsenal as well. We saw the excitement or the celebration from Mikel when the ball went into the back of the net. I mean, these are games that live for the Premier League. You know, they are that kind of games that you would always want to stay glued to your set to the end of the minutes to have it. They respect each other. It's most important in the game. Arsenal have been hunting City for a minute, trying to do what most Arsenal fans want. The Naruma's height for me is crazy. His height for me is crazy. But it paints the picture better at this level of the game, and it's why we live for the Premier League. A brilliant fixture we saw today. Fantastic defensive work by everybody's criticized, or a lot of people have criticized Jose Mourinho for the kind of tactic he uses in the game sometimes. It's why we need him in the Prem now, probably with Newcastle United or something. Look, Pep is now learning to defend, and Mourinho is still defense. Why is he not in this league? It's not like I'm an advocate for.
This like the most Pep-like performance I've ever seen since he came to City.
But he's gotten a point.
Yeah. So let me update the table. I'll take final thoughts and we check out of the studio. So Liverpool top 15 points, Arsenal second 10, Spurs are third 10 points, Bournemouth same point, that's 10. So goal difference separating the three sides. There's Crystal Palace, who've got 9 points. Chelsea are 6th with 8 points. Sunderland 7th, 8. Fulham 8. Manchester City are now 9th on the table with 7 points. Everton 7. Manchester United 7. Leeds 7. Newcastle 6 points. Brighton have got 5. Forest 4. Forest 5 points. Burnley 4. Brentford 4. Villa, West Ham United 3 points. And then Wolves are yet to pick. Wolves have lost all 5 games.
Yep.
Interesting.
They're going down with West Ham.
I see. For the goal scorers,
you've already called it.
Yeah.
For the goal scorers, so it was actually Haaland's 6th goal. His 6th goal. So the start I put out initially was before the game, so 5 goals. So 6 goals in 5 games.
Yeah, and the 5 goals before this game is where statistical starts of the Premier League season since he came.
Semenyo's second with 3 goals, 2 assists. There's Burnley with a player in D'Antoni who has 3 goals. Ekitike has 3 goals, 1 assist. Richarlison 3, 1 assist. Gyökeres 3, 0 assists. Isidore 3, Salah 2, Enzo Fernandez, Gravenberch, Ndiaye, and the rest of the players who have 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1 in that order. Yeah. So Mark's final thoughts on the PL. The final game we saw today at the Emirates.
Well, I expected us now to have dominated from minute 1 if Mikel Arteta had played Eze and how do you call him, Saka from the starting lineup. However, he decided to be a bit defensive. But kudos to Pep. He realized that there was going to be some danger.
Yeah.
He made the necessary changes, brought in more defenders, had to get Haaland to do some bit of defending, which I'm a bit impressed about because he did the same against United, cleared some chances, and he was very instrumental to them, especially when it came to using his height. Let's see. Arteta, for me, is not convincing enough. I don't think the enthusiasm which Arsenal fans had, they thought bringing in Victor Gyökeres, who was missing in today's game, was going to be the final step, moving them from second place into first. But it's already looking dark for them. Let's see. Maybe they might get to use Gyökeres the very way which he can be used to his best, and then they can move. But right now, it's looking like a steal for Liverpool already.
Adam,
I just feel like Arteta will have to do a lot of reflection today. This is a game that he could have won if he started right. I feel like going on in the season, I said this thing before the season started, probably when the transfer window was coming to its end. Getting Eze, Arteta will have to make a lot of big calls this season with what he does with his number 10s, with Odegaard and Eze. Because Eze can be used as a winger and also play as a 10. I feel like there are some big calls you have to make if you want to win games like this. Games like this can only be won if you take risk. If you don't take risk, you can't win these games. And these are the games that define games like this. You look later on in the season and it's a game that can possibly define the season, even though it's this early in the season. So I just feel like Arteta will have to make a lot of big calls if you really, really want to go all the way and take this team to the finish line for the title. And that involves making calls at his central position at number 10, who will be the one to be creating the chances for the striker. Because you can't sign a striker like Gyökeres and not play to his strengths.
Yeah.
It's a huge disservice to him and to the club at large. So I just feel like the team should be more focused on playing to Gyökeres' strengths, because I feel like Arsenal will score way more if they are playing to his strengths. He's somebody who can bag in a lot of goals, like we see Haaland do for Man City. I think this was a very, very winnable game for Arsenal. They just came into it too late. Yeah, so Arteta has some reflection to do. For Pep, I'm impressed to see how he kind of flipped his style around to approach the game today. I would like to see this from him more often, like create specific game plans for specific teams like Arsenal. Like today, you can tell that they planned this game plan throughout the whole week to tackle the game specifically, and not for any other thing. So yeah, it's nice to see a manager like Pep, who's usually stuck in his ways, adapt to something new. So yeah, both coaches have a lot to think about and a lot to be proud about today.
Okay. So that's it for match week 5 in the PL. Let me just update you from some of the other games. In Germany, Dortmund are currently taking on Wolfsburg is goalless. Como have equalized against Fiorentina, 69 minutes in the Italian Serie A. In Spain, Elche, they've taken the lead against Real Oviedo. Later, 7 p.m., Barca will take on Getafe in that game. There'll be more football talk for you and everything sports on Scorecard later tonight on TV, Channel 1 TV at 9 p.m. So you want to tune in and get some more analysis. Thank you so much for watching, texting, calling into the show. And we appreciate you. James Aveji says, Gabi, say hi to Maxwell for me. I like his growth. Okay, do you know him? Okay, I see. Hey, boys. Bernard, you on the shout? Anybody?
You like my growth?
Oh yeah, I like it. Behave yourself. Guys, thank you so much for doing this with us. We're back same time next week, Saturday, Sunday. On Radio 97.3. On TV, you can find us at Channel 1 TV. On YouTube, it's at City Sports GHA. On X or Twitter, it's City FM. We heard from the guys Kelvin Edem Kai, Maxwell Kojo Nyagamago, and Bernarda Beiku Watri. Charles Owusu Kumi also joined us with some analysis. Alright, so technical support from Thomas, the big man Thomas, seated on my right side. I am Gabi Ofe. Take care of yourself and bye-bye.